Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tim, and welcome to Jackbox Tuesday. Oh yeah, baby! And this week, we've got ourselves some new games on the new games, old games brought back for your enjoyment. We're gonna start out tonight with a little bit of Quiplash, and it looks to me like Jesus Christ. We already have a full room before I even start the show. I'm verklempt. And even two people in the audience. This is fantastic. Anyone who wants to join in the game, please feel free to do so on your mobile devices or on your laptop or on your rock and chisel if it happens to be so internet connected, in which case, show me how you did that. That's a very neat YouTube video. Anyway, the room code here is GFYV, as Dan so eloquently put it. GFYV can also stand for Go Fuck Yourself. Dainty. Daniel. Dainty. Well, if everybody's in, let's do this thing. So for those who may not remember, Quiplash is a game that we haven't played in quite some time, and we got a request for the original, the classic Quiplashering, the standalone Quiplash, incidentally.
Okay, first of all, guys, I want to apologize for the last time. I was in a bad place, and wrong room.
Nami.
Well,
Nami
anywho,
Swat, you're gonna
remember,
make me
anyone
blush.
can join the audience at any point during the game.
Yes, of course.
This
If you are in
is
the
round
audience,
one.
please feel free.
You'll get 2 prompts
And there's
under
that
advice.
follow.
Just
Thank you
answer them
so much,
however you
Nam.
want.
I really
Your
appreciate
responses
that.
or quips will be pitted against someone else's, and everyone will vote on their favorite. You get points based on the percentage of people who like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent. Go!
A little bit of a refresher. Since we haven't played this game in a while, I figure I might as well go ahead and let that one play itself out here. My first question is fantastic. And it looks like I'm the first one in. So, ladies and gentlemen, you get 2 prompts here. Put in your answers to those 2 prompts. They'll be pitted up against your partner in rhyme. I was gonna say crime, but it's not really a crime to be awful at making jokes. Otherwise, I'd have been arrested a long fucking time ago. And then we will judge. Oh boy, will we judge your answers to the best of our ability to decide which one is the funniest.
Okay, here we go. The first prompt is, the most unusual environmental cause is blank the whales.
Fuck the whales. Fuck the whales. Whack off the
Okay,
whales or
everyone
shag
vote
the
for your
whales.
favorite.
You know what? Shag the whales totally works. It absolutely works. I feel like pumping the porpoise would have been a better cause for whacking off the whales. But god damn it, I do love a good whale shag. Don't tell your friends though. You never do you? So which one is it? Is it Vicious or Colbo? Ooh. Looks like more of you are into the good old-fashioned HJ. And, you know, I gotta say, that's rather lazy of you guys. That's rather lazy of you guys. If you're gonna fuck the whales, then at least feel free to call them in the
America's
morning.
energy prices would be over if we made cars that ran on blank.
If they ran on irrational
more
anger,
devices.
boy, those cars would drive them fucking selves. If I had $1 for every time I started, like, gah, 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 in my car as I'm driving down the road. Hello, Anon and Quiet. Welcome. Oh, or strawberry lube. Delicious and lubricating. Lubricalicious. But I feel like, talk about your self-driving car, being able to power it by your own irrational anger, immediately earns a Quiplash. Wow. Wow. Within our first couple of minutes, we have ourselves a bona fide Quiplash. Congratulations, Meowsy.
Coming up next, the first inductee of the A-Hole Hall of Fame. Time to vote.
Ooh. Playing to the audience or playing to history. I'm not gonna lie, I really like Kane. Not gonna, that's a. but I also really hate Dan. So like, that's a tough choice. That's a super, super tough choice. I'm not gonna lie. How are you guys over on YouTube doing? I see we have a couple of people hanging over there. Oh, it looks like biblical references are gonna be the way to go here. And Harwood happens to beat out Dan insulting himself. Self-deprecating humor usually wins a lot of the time. But not in this case, Dan. Sorry.
The Land of Oz is to click your heels 3 times and say blank.
This was one of mine.
It's voting
So,
time.
which one's more effective? Where's my cocaine? Or, get me the hell out of here! Which one is better for getting yourself out of the Land of Oz? If only I had a brain, I might be able to come up with a better joke for that. But it's okay. Peeking behind the curtain is always fun. Really? Nobody in the Land of Oz, nobody in the Land of Green wants any white, is what you're saying. Didn't you read the Quiplash,
Wake up
Anon?
100 years in the future
Where's my
and are
cocaine?
shocked to find blank.
Duh.
Time to vote.
Wake up 100 years in the future and are shocked to find you've been dead for 99 years, but a bitch ain't one. Or that currency hasn't switched over to switched over to cap. I'm assuming you mean over to, like a centralized currency? Or did that just cut off your answer? Not 100% sure. Ah, caps, as in bottle caps. Oh, just sweet tea, my man. Always just sweet tea. Hey, Jamis,
Next.
welcome.
Screw it. Just type in something dirty.
Actually, I do have a Mexican Coke
on your
downstairs,
devices.
but that's a completely different story. Ah, screw it. Something dirty. Mud, filth, crud, scum, scuzz. Or your thoughts about me. Ooh, baby, those are definitely something dirty. Ah, pandering. You know it's my favorite. Let's see if it wins over the audience, though. That's a tall order, ladies and James. That's a tall order. Incidentally, if you guys over in the YouTube scape want to jump on in, please feel free. The audience code is GFYV. Jamis, the erection just got so large. Because I didn't even
Next
win
in
any
line.
points, but the answer was about
Something
me.
that will get you thrown out of a Wendy's.
Going good. Autistic
vote.
screeching or declaring your love over 2 all beef patties. Mainly because that's the wrong franchise. Oh, excellent. Well, welcome, DD and DJ. Glad you guys could join us. You don't say, Queen. It's okay, I'll get out my power washer and just scrape those bitches out. Then nobody will be in the gutter. Not no more. Really? Well, 2 all beef patties gets that special sauce and cheese and 67% of the vote. I am quite happy. Yay.
And next is a shocking find in Clifford the Big Red Dog's poop. It's
A
voting
smaller
time.
red dog with a bigger red puppy. Or poor young Emily. Poor little Emily. Please, Anon. Ah! As if we could ever get away with a good, clean stream. I don't know if you saw the Subnautica stream yesterday. I was underwater for the entire thing and I couldn't keep it clean. Snowball's chance in hell, my man. I could try. One day I could actually try. I feel like that might be fun, to play like kids games and legitimately try to be clean.
That's round 1. Let's take a look at the scores.
And what do we have? Breaking them down. How much am I still in first? Fuck. 6th place. That's how much I'm in first. God damn it.
Round 2 is straight ahead, and that means all points are doubled.
It's okay. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. And so into your next quiz. Oh, you better believe it, Nam. Let's see. How do I word this to make it maximum offensiveness and also maximum hilarity? That's... I feel like not only is that an appropriate answer to the question, but also a review of the show. But we'll get to that later. You say you're gonna win, Nami dear, but we will find out. It's gonna take a lot to out-nasty some of these little fucks that are in chat right now. I gotta tell you. You're playing with some bad men and ladies and
a
people.
Girl Scouts cookie name that got rejected because it was just too ridiculous sounding.
Foreskin mints.
Okay, pick your favorite.
Ooh, that reminds me. I'm gonna pick up a box of Thin Mints tomorrow, and I can't fucking wait. Or the Soggy Biscuit Hut. The Ookie Cookie. Oh God, I just grossed myself out. The only naturally frosted cookie. Ugh. Sorry. Every time I think about a group of guys getting together, oh, that smell. Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, next one. A strange
Basically
toaster to hang
imagining
in a
wet
college
bread.
dorm
No,
room.
it's wet bread with like
Vote on your device.
melted Pop-Tart filling on top. Top 10 anime butts or 7 basic radiation safety hints. Depends. Are we living in actual college or are we living in Fallout College? Because one is more handy than the other. I feel like I used to have the top 10 anime butts poster. And it was all Faye Valentine. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Top 10 anime
Next
butts
one.
all the way down.
The worst name for a funeral home.
6 Feet Under,
Time to
or
vote.
You Kill 'Em, We Grill. I would have also accepted You Tag 'Em, We Bag 'Em. But that's, you know, neither here nor there. That being said, I did really enjoy 6 Feet Under. That was a great show, wasn't it? It was one of the first times I saw, it's not Michael C. Hall. Is it Michael C. Hall? I always confuse him, and Anthony Michael Hall is the guy who was in Breakfast Club. So it's Michael C. Hall. Great as the son in that show. Absolutely fantastic. Apparently, Meowsie's claims to be hentai. Can one truly be hentai or just live in a hentai world?
And next,
I guess it depends
an
on
experiment
how many
mice
tentacles you've got
actually
inside
like
of you,
having
right?
performed on them.
What is an experiment mice actually
It's voting
enjoy?
time.
Rodent hand jobs or that one with sex, dolphins, and LSD? Pretty sure those are the same thing. Either that or it's a reference to the men who stare at goats. Damn it! Yet another movie ruined by Kevin Spacey! No! Yeah, I guess that's very true, Lemon. Technically, the word hentai is actually more of a personal descriptor than it is a category of thing. So, well, I guess a category of people, too, you know. So, aren't we all a little hentai? Really?
Coming up next,
Everyone's a little bit
Stuff inside a
hentai
pinata.
sometimes. Doesn't mean we tentacle women all night. Sometimes it's a man too. What are you gonna do? He likes the goo.
Best
I
name
can't. I
for
gotta
an
stop.
obese
I gotta stop.
rapper.
I gotta stop.
Vote on your devices.
Let's see. Best name for an obese rapper. The Ginormous XYZ or I Ate the Others. MC I Ate the Others on the through the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, MC I Ate the Others is officially through the stage. Apparently Vicious takes offense to an answer about 20 minutes ago, so it's okay. Less of an autist, more of a slowpoke, but we forgive. Apparently Ginormous XYZ is gonna take all the votes, however, and you know what, Nam? You know what, Nam? At least I'm there for you, buddy. In your darkest hours when nobody else loved you,
Next in
remember that.
line, a popular TV show title
I
with
was
the
here
word
for you.
poop inserted. It's voting time.
Aw, Anon. That's actually one of the sweetest things you've ever said to me. I mean, it's one of the only sweetest things you've ever said to me, but it's definitely one of the sweetest. Thank you so much. Poop Eye the Sailor Man. God damn it, that's good. Or The Big Bang Poop. Which one is the better popular TV show with the word poop inserted in the title? Pick your answers now. Really? Really? Because he eats his corn, right? Right?
Okay, next one. The name of a canine comedy club.
Oh, I
with
see.
puppy
I see.
stand-up
I was kind of
comedians.
redundant there, is what you're saying. Nobody voted for my answer
Time to
because it
vote.
was redundant. That's completely fair. I will give you that. The name of a canine comedy club with puppy stand-up comedians. The Screwed Pooch or Rough Pups. 6 out of 10. I'm trying to think of what I would have gone. The Howling. So something with Howling. Why didn't anybody say anything with Howling? Rough Pups is definitely a gay bar. The Howling Pooch would have been great.
We've reached the end of round 2. Let's see what happened.
Well, it's okay, Queen. You're still in the fucking lead. Damn it!
To the last lash, the final round.
It's okay.
Stakes are
Everyone
triple.
now has a
There's
chance
just
to
one
steal that
prompt,
first
and
place
you're
from her.
all getting
Because
it.
it's not as though the
Your
point
last lash prompt
spread is that far.
Something
For some reason, for the first time in a long time, I couldn't think of the word spread on command. Something awful to hold in your mouth for an hour. I'm pretty sure every single one of us had better have the same answer, or else I'm gonna be severely disappointed in every single one of you. And that's actually also really nice. YouTube is being kind of sweet tonight. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. You guys say that. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
All right, here's the board. Vote now. You get 3 votes this round.
Well?
Spread out any way you like, or give them all to one answer.
Very close. Is it my jizz, my dick, rhino semen, trust me, I know, a pill that kills you in 60 minutes and 1 second? Yeah, that would be awful. Also my penis. Wet shit. Also my penis. How many votes can my penis get? Count them up, ladies and gentlemen. The polls are open. I mean, I'm gonna guess yours is the rhino semen, Dan? Just from experience. Is it my penis? Nope, but it gets 2 votes and I appreciate it. So does my penis. Is it my wang? Colloquial, by the same number of points. Good job, Colbo. Is it a pill that kills you in 60 minutes and 1 second? That'd be excruciating and worth 12% of the vote. Is it Rhino Semen? It got 2 votes from Harwood. He really wants to know what that tastes like. Good job, Nami. Is it my jizz? With 20% of the vote, Dan gets 600 points. Congratulations. Is it wet poopy? Wet poopy would be just about as gross as the Ookie Cookie. Just about. And then, with the other 20% of the vote, is Queen and my dick. I am so glad that everyone seemed to ride my dick to victory. And that is going to be a point of pride for the next little bit, because it was big enough to hold all of you. And that means Queen is the winner. Yay! Congratulations, Queen. I am very proud of you and everyone for pulling my dick out of your ass to make the win. Shall we play another game? Let's see. CHXE is our room code for this next round. And as everyone knows, that stands for chinchillas huddling excitedly eastward. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Apparently Meowsie's am dick. It's okay. Everyone has their preferences. And everyone's in here. So let's play this fucking game. We got me and Dan and Colbo and Dyer and Pinkie Pie and Shelly Belly and Lemon Bagel and Vicious all ready to press on to the next round. And 7 audience members.
Hi there, I'm Schmitty, and I truly hope that you all consider me to be an acquaintance.
Clement, I need to take a moment. I'm going to give you guys a topic you discuss. Digimon or either the digital norm monsters discussed.
Score based on the percentage of players who like your answer. Plus, there are winners bonuses at stake. Go.
Oh shit, the round's back on. Let's see. Oh, god damn it. What was, farts. What was, what was the name of the fucking thing with the, all that, and the, god, can't find it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Damn it. My answer's too long. That'll work.
Okay, it's time.
Who didn't get their answers in time?
First up,
I am disappointed.
You know you're a chocoholic when
Chocolate enema, or everyone's frowning at you, Vicious. You just gave me a victory. Queen's gonna regret that.
And next, a sign that your kid isn't good at sports.
They fucking
It's
suck.
voting time.
Really bad. Or, his name is me. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I was not the best sports kid. I wrestled. That was my sport of choice. I really didn't have a choice in the matter. But once I got into it, I actually was decent. Until I had my shoulder dislocated in a wrestling match after some jackass threw me over his backside, and I tried to do a fancy, like, flippy move where I would fall back onto my stomach after falling 6 feet straight down. And, well, my arm caught in the mat because it wasn't taped down properly. And I dislocated my shoulder.
By Lindsay Lohan.
And then I had to get reconstructive surgery, and it was never the same again. The summer I went to the Citadel. I had a fun freshman year of college. And so, let's see. Salad dressing name for Lindsay Lohan. Bork. How about that one? It goes right next to the ranch. Bork. I actually kind of like ranchy. That's pretty good. Can you? I doubt you can see that. Let's see if I can get close. Right there.
Coming up next, the name of the website.
I had to have full reconstructive surgery in order to basically cut out this section of muscle and stretch it back up and sew it back together. What website gave your computer a virus? Was it the far-reaching CDC? I know what you thought. Or was it my dick site? Which, well, probably wouldn't have given you a disease because it doesn't exist yet. Go to squarespace.com to make your own dick website now. Clean, queer, queer, wow. Sure, why not? If you want to, a queer Squarespace website. Abco pulling out a lot of emojis. Oh, really? Yeah, Abco does love himself to clown around, doesn't he?
The worst carnival prize you could win.
Worst carnival prize you could win is a giant penis bear or tokens for the bathroom. Oh, Jesus. I just lost the shit out of this round, didn't I? Thanks, mutant armpit. I appreciate it. And make sure you smash on that bell. Isn't that a thing now? You gotta click on a fucking bell in order to get notifications of things. YouTube is such garbo right now. Like, seriously, get your shit together, YouTube. And give me back my ads. For fucking real. I've been doing this for 5 years. Give me back my fucking ads. Anyway.
And next, a strange thing to read.
It's funny. We kind of touched on this before. YouTube got to be such ass for a little while that, like, I've been able to actually do things on Twitch that I hadn't in 5 years of YouTube. And it's part of the reason why a lot of your favorite people tend to not do that anymore. That being YouTube, of course. So what do we have here? Best doormat, is it Go Home Dan or Matt? As if named. Oh well, it's okay. Lemon definitely wins that one.
Okay, next.
Sorry, Dan. People just don't want you here. I'm kidding. I want you here. I totally want you here. Please stay.
Say blank.
Overage, stinky gorgonzola, or yeast infection. Yeast infection. Actually, that kind of works because you're still smiling at the end of infection. Or gorgonzola. Maybe. Oh, you better have, Anon. You better have. That subscribe button will love you back so good. It'll even be the big spoon after you're done. That's how much we care around here. We'll be the big spoon. Ooh, interesting. That is not the way I thought that would go in Pinkie Pie's favor. Funny story, I actually own the, one of the few literature and STD-based gamer tags on Xbox. It was Yeats infection. Y-E-A-T-S infection, as in the writer William Butler.
Time for round two.
Yeats
Everything
and
is worth double.
the thing with the bread in the pants. It was fun because, well, we were in college and thought we were rather cute and smart. And I gave my roommate at the time Durang because we were theater kids and we thought we were fun. But in the end, it ended up being a really great gamer tag, and I've had it for, 7, 8 years now. I forget. When did Xbox 360 become a thing? Because it was around that time. And it's still in my position. Something like that, Queen. I'm sorry that your internet is sucking now, buddy. And yes, Jamis, that Yates. It becomes more funny to say it Yeats at that point, because then it's like, Yeats infection, what the fuck, and it was completely lost on all the groups of Halo and...
Starting things off, something Big Bird will
Soul
confess
Calibur,
on his deathbed.
maybe, was the only other game I played online on Xbox. I was sitting here thinking, I was like,
time. Pick your favorite.
pretty sure that was it. I realized in my older years that I don't play a whole lot of multiplayer games. I don't play games with a whole lot of people, generally speaking. So what is something Big Bird will confess on his deathbed? Is it that Snuffleupagus was dead the whole time, or I was just joking about Snuffy? Is it because you couldn't remember how to smell Snuffleupagus? Well, it seems as though Snuffy being dead the whole time was in fact the better twist ending. What a twist. Where unlimited data is one of those things that I thought was going to become bigger at the turn of the 2000s, because a lot of plans were coming out with it at the time, and this was interesting. Submitted question: how embarrassing for you? You just lost a game to me. That is very embarrassing. Good job, Lemon. That was right before video streaming entered the picture, and data streams blew the fuck up. And I was kind of really hoping that
it's voting time.
That would be a bigger thing. Unlimited data would solve so many problems, but then again, I know exactly why most phone companies don't do it. It's because data is a lot bigger nowadays. There's a lot more in and out. I'm pretty sure that we gotta go with as many lemon parties as possible. I mean, Lemon's in the chat with us right now. We want to hold a party for Lemon, right? The Lemon Party is the oldest tradition out there. I'm sure if you did a Google right now, you would find so much tradition of lemon parties out there. I encourage you to do so.
The worst thing to whisper during pillow talk. Time to
Is it I see dead people or grab me by the pussy? Which one works better during pillow time? Snuffy was dead the whole time. Now do me. Dan, Lemon Parties was one of those, lemonparty.jpg was one of those that was in the, oh fuck, what was it called? It was like the Notorious 6 or the Big 6 or the Shitty 6 or something like that. The 6 worst pictures on the internet at the time. And that included like Goatsy and Tub Girl and Lemon Party and
a name for a new cereal that's
maybe
for
even Meat
adults
Spin
only.
And 2 more. I forget right off the top of my head. Maybe because I've just blocked them out. But they pretty much band together as some of the most awful things. So if you want that to be the best description for you, go right on ahead. In the meantime, I'm looking at the newest, hottest cereal for adults only. Is it Tim's Penis Puffs or the Big O's? Guaranteed to satisfy. every time. Ooh, people love those big O's. But in the end, it ends up being a perfect tie. Excellent. And everyone goes home with 1,000 points.
Next in line,
Tim's Dicky O's.
candle set
Really,
designed
Lemon.
specifically
Interesting.
for Kim Kardashian.
It's a bunch of ones and zeros, but somehow the ones always end up inside the zeros. I don't understand how that always happens. It just they just go inside the
You don't
zeros
think a big
every
booty is
time.
talented?
I don't get it.
Okay, next one. On the 147th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
A bigger fucking house to hold all of these gifts.
Vote on your devices.
A pen and a divorcee. Wait, does that mean that he just divorced somebody else and he's now giving you his divorcee? And a pen to maybe like sign their papers for them, or I'm confused. Oh well, doesn't matter. Paper clips is gonna be my voted answer. 147 paper clips, 146 staplers, 145. Looks like the pen and the divorcee, in fact, win the hour. Good job, Dyer.
And next is, in the future, scientists discover that the secret to eternal youth is blank.
Doing
Time
a
to
show.
vote.
6. You sickos. Get out of the gutter. A full bag of Tide Pods and a fifth of bleach, or your mom's vagina. Delicious. Nutritious. But is it the fountain of youth? That's the question at hand today. What, pray tell, will make you live forever? I mean, Tide Pods and bleach will certainly make you die in eternal youth. That's certainly for sure. It's funny, we have Tide Pods on the laundry list downstairs, and while my roommate wasn't looking, I wrote like in big bold letters, not
And that's all
for
round two.
eating.
Fire up the scoreboard.
Just in case he got an idea in his head. You never know. They are the forbidden fruit after all. Hello, BB Master. Welcome. Glad you could join us.
And now, round 3, the last lash.
Yay!
Point values are
The
triple,
final
and
round
you'll
has
all be
come.
answering the same prompt this time.
Who's going to be victorious?
Our prompt is a good alternative for ping pong paddles.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. It's a little bit after the fact to make Obama jokes, isn't it? Really? I was gonna say Obama's ears, but then I realized timeliness may not be a factor here. I got nothing.
Okay,
I actually got nothing for this one.
Give out your votes.
I give
now.
up. CDs of Bill Cosby stand-up. Classic, they'll repel any charge. Frying pans tied to your penis. Obama's ears. Oh, I see what you did there. Slapping your testicles, pong paddles, rubber chickens, or guns. Finally, a use for guns. I support it. How to obtain eternal youth in 3 seconds. 3 easy steps, rather. Summon Shinron, make the wish. Kill Shinron to keep people from making the same wish. Smart. Covering your tracks at the end is definitely the way to go. But how do you kill an eternal dragon? That's the question. Do you smash the balls? You know when you say a thing and like you hear it coming out of your mouth and you realize that, oh, when these balls pass through my lips, it's going to be quite awful. If only I had $1 for every time I said that, huh? Is it frying pans tied to your dick? No, but that gives you 3 votes. Congratulations, Sleepy DCC. Is it slapping around them testiculars? No, but Pinkie Pie also gets 12% of the vote. Good job. Is it rubber chickens? I feel like they would definitely bounce pretty well. And Shelly Belly gets 570 points. Is it Obama's ears? You answer, stealing answer, you. Got 690 points for that shit. And then CD's a Bill Cosby stand-up with a hearty 7 votes for 810 points. Congratulations, Colbo. But was it enough to come out on top?
Final scores.
I'll be honest, I haven't been paying attention to the scores this whole time. So that I wouldn't be disappointed when this happens. Congratulations, Lemon! Yay! Everyone cheer for Lemon right now. Yay! Celebrations are usually much more fun when they're mandatory, right? Pinkie Pie won great with lemon parties, and I think I might have found my episode title. Excellent. Thank you very much for that, Pinkie Pie. Okie dokie. One more round and then we'll take ourselves a short break. How's that answer? Our room code this time is FVGY, which, as everyone knows, stands for Fancy Vagrant Geese Urn. Kick your ass. Geese are such assholes. Seriously, geese are the worst. I don't know if you've ever encountered a gaggle in the wild. They can gaggle on my balls. Geese have like these rows of ridges on top of their bills that almost look like teeth. And when they bear them at you, holy hell, it is like a demonic figure has just been summoned in front of you. All right, so it looks like we've got Queen, we've got Colbo, we got Harwood, Dyer, Lemon, Bagel, Shelly Belly, and the Big Smooth. And let's get on in here, shall we? Everyone seems to be pretty familiar with the rules of Quiplash at this point, but this game was made before they inserted the skip button. So we gotta listen to the rules yet again.
Welcome.
Sorry,
Quiplash.
not sorry.
Schmitty, host, enough with me jabbering.
And then
Let's
there's
go.
those rules. Thank you very much, Colbo.
I had a
Number one,
dream that
don't
you
be a
were
dick.
all together. Well, it was actually
Everything
a
past that
nightmare,
is
but
really
let's
just
get
cake.
started. This is round one. You'll score points
There are
based on the
20,
percentage of people
there are
who
around
preferred
20
your
just
answer.
poking around the
Have at
ground
it.
at my school, and they won't stop honking. Yeah, that sounds about right. And the worst part is their poop is caustic, so it will actually like burn the paint off of your cars and shit. It is awful. Excellent. I am satisfied with my answers. They're not the best answers in the world, but they are mine, and I will be satisfied with them. And so you guys have 46 seconds now to put in your answers. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. That should be plenty of time, right? Yeah, Dylan, sometimes I am just so eloquent, aren't I? It's like when you ask somebody the definition of the word and they use the word in the definition. Two more people. 15 seconds remaining. Come on now, those questions can't be that hard. I believe in you. I have every hope that we'll have a full cascade of answers. Some great, some, well, less so. Good job, Big Smooth.
Let's start this show. Our
Glad you
first
could
prompt
get it in at the last
An
second.
unusual theme for a kid's lunchbox.
Bento. Bankruptcy.
Okay,
Or
pick your favorite.
a Clockwork Orange. Actually, I feel like a Clockwork Orange would be quite delicious because it would have the orange rounds at the end. Rounds. Like circular cuts of orange at the end to make it look like your eyes that have been open the whole time. You would definitely like do the mascara across the rind, you know. Maybe a hostage ham sandwich. Yeah. Captive audience coleslaw. Something like that. Nope, and I didn't. I was so busy making up answers that I didn't get to vote myself. But I would have voted for the Clockwork Orange. In fact, I would have ordered that. It would have been delicious. Came right on time.
Next one, a business or service that shouldn't have a drive-through window.
I'm gonna go
It's
with
voting time.
alcoholic slushies, because those are littered throughout all of Louisiana. And it's quite hysterical. They get away with it because apparently, even though they have the regular lids with a straw hole in the top, if you have a piece of tape covering the straw lid, however are you gonna be able to drink that thing? Oh my, and it becomes literally street legal to drive around with a very high alcoholic content slushy. Kind of great / terrible. I don't anymore. Not me, because I live in Texas now, but in Louisiana, that is
And
absolutely 1000% a thing.
New shampoo instructions, lather, rinse, blank, repeat. Time to vote.
Here. Wow. 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 Great minds think alike. In this one, we have lather, rinse, jerk off, masturbate, repeat. Beautiful. But yeah, so that's an article right there that kind of talks about the drive-through daiquiri industry in New Orleans specifically, but in Louisiana on the greater picture. And it's 1000% true. And it looks like the clinical term works better on the back of the bottle. Good to know.
Coming up next.
What can I say?
best way to
The
tell
amount
if
of time that
tomatoes
it takes
bite.
for me to rinse this head of hair out is about
on
your
your
average
devices.
refractory period, right? Right? Or maybe I just have better than average stamina. Anyway, best way to tell if a tomato is ripe. Throw it at a cripple or squeeze the farmer. Right in the plums. Which is the best way? You know, I feel like a tomato being ripe would actually be counterproductive in throwing it at a cripple because you wouldn't make the nice splat that you really, really want. It's gotta be rotten. So I gotta give it to squeeze the farmer. Definitely squeeze the farmer. E-I-E-I. Oh my. But it's a 50-50 split. Good job, Lemon. Good job, Dyer. Take those straight to the bank.
This prompt submitted by Tiffany Walsh from San Francisco, California.
Good job, Tiffany.
Worst song to do pairs figure skating to.
I wanna hold your hand.
It's voting
Or
time.
Ice Ice Baby or No Sleep Till Brooklyn. Those are your actual choices. Ooh. But stop, collaborate, and listen. Ice is back on a brand new mission to ruin my goddamn Jackbox game. Get out of here. Everybody knows Beastie Boys are by far superior. Queen, I'm actually gonna guess that maybe the letter count cut off hardwood yet again. But Ice Ice Baby would definitely be the worst song to do it to. And we've got another Quiplash, baby. Congratulations, Shelly Belly. That is a lot of points coming your way.
And next is something you should never put on an open wound.
Rosemary and a lemon spritz. Ooh, painful. Or the surgeon's keys, which should never be in an open wound. I feel like one of these things would give you a lot of pain, the other one would give you an insurance case. Yeah, nice deal. I feel like anything by the weekend would be the worst. I'm kidding. I'm 100% kidding. I actually rather enjoy the weekend. I know a good joke when I see one. And in this case, Rosemary and Lemon Spritz wins the day. Good job,
A
Kolba.
message found in a bottle floating
Tommy.
in the sea.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Not only because you on my screen you're colored after my favorite ranger and also named after him, but because that's super sweet. A message in a bottle floating around the sea. Help! I'm trapped in a bottle. Smash. And she gets fucking smashed on the rocks after about 5 minutes. Send help or porn. No Wi-Fi here. Wilson no longer wants to give me the hand jobs he once did. I gotta give it to the non-porn haver. Like, that's a more tragic story in my mind. It's like a Twilight Zone episode.
Next up,
When the guy breaks
the
his
worst
glasses and he's
Thanksgiving
around
Day
all the
balloon
porno
would be a
mags
giant
and he can no
inflatable
longer jerk
blank.
off because his penis fell off.
Vote on your devices.
So, the worst Thanksgiving Day balloon, is it a giant Hitler or a giant Harvey Weinstein? Oh, opposite ends of the spectrum, and yet, the absolute worst? Probably still gotta be Hitler. Probably. Oh my God, you know it, Dylan. Like, I don't know if you've ever picked up a water-laden soccer ball, but that's what I imagine Wilson gets after a certain point. You just pick it up and, oh God, slosh it around a little
Round
bit,
one is in the books.
and it
Let's
just
see
kind
the
of
scores.
like oozes out of the side a little bit. Yeah.
Now round
Gross.
2, where all points and bonuses are double. The drama.
I actually did almost make myself throw up there. Woo! Let's see. I feel like the better one would probably be Bill Cosby, because then at least you would probably be able to sleep most of the way through it. I don't know if anybody got the memo. I am actually legitimately a terrible human being if given half the opportunity, so don't be surprised. I actually kind of really like my answer. I kind of really like my answer, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna get me all the points because it is the worst of its category. One more person needs to clock in those answers. I see Biggie Smooth, Shelly Belly, Lemon Bagel, Dyer, Colbo Queen, and me. Which means that last one should be Harwood, if I'm not mistaken. Harwood, what the duck? Or should I say, what the goose? Duck, duck.
Okay, here
Congratulations, my boy.
we go. First one.
Got it in just in
The
time.
worst way to spell Mississippi. Okay, everyone, vote for your favorite.
Mississippi. 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 Or, literally Mississippi backwards. You know, I gotta give it to him. It pisses is definitely probably the worst way to spell Mississippi. It is as wrong can be, while still having technically all the same letters and everything. So what is it, Shelly Belly or Big Smooth? Wow. In the mirror world, Big Smooth gets all the points. Congratulations. And you get the winner's bonus. Yay.
Next one. A street name you never see. It's voting time.
Wow. You're absolutely right. Leftwich Road looks terrible. It would clearly be Leftwich Boulevard. Duh. And then Pikachu Avenue. Which one is a street name you would never see, ladies and gentlemen? Leftwich Road or Pikachu Avenue? I feel like Pikachu Avenue has to exist, right? I'm 99.9% sure Pikachu Avenue 100% exists. Wait, that's a lot of percentages. You know what the fuck I meant. And the scores get evenly distributed. Good job, Queen. Good job, Colbo.
And next, the Katy Perry Super Bowl halftime show would have been better with blank.
Me in the shark suit. Can I? Oh man. I literally have the shark suit downstairs. I need to have that thing on quicker access. I really do. Oh. You know how hindsight's kind of 20/20? In retrospect, my Subnautica stream should have had it like right back there or something. You know? Damn it. Can I get my time machine, please? I need to go back in time to Sunday stream. I just had a brilliant idea. No, I'm being told my time machine's not working right now.
Okay, next one. The weirdest
Create a
sentence
shark
a
suit
judge could
overlay.
impose.
Yeah, Dan, I feel like that would work really well.
Vote on your
Hi,
devices.
Gamer64. Welcome. Glad you could join us. Weirdest sentence a judge could impose is overruled. Now tickle my scrot, plebeian. It's very weird getting up underneath the robe like that. There's a lot of material that you gotta get behind and stuff. And then 10 years standing on your head. What would be the weirdest sentence a judge would impose? Apparently doing 10 years standing on your head is just weird enough to eke away 50% of the vote, and I'll take it. I've
Next
said that
one,
before
a
about my
rejected
jobs
title for
before.
Moby Dick. It's voting time.
So, what was the rejected title from Moby Dick? Is it A Whale of a Tale? You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed of yourself for that. Herman Melville is turning over in his grave right now. Or Captain with letting go issues. Both of which are very appropriate, and I'm absolutely voting for Whale of a Tale. That's too great. After this, Gamer64, I don't know. I was actually going to let people vote on that during the break, and then we would make that
With
decision.
your mouth open.
It's incredibly
Vote on
rude
your devices.
to shoot someone with your mouth open or to sneeze with your mouth open. Actually, I feel like the more practical answer is good here because it is flu season after all. Do not shoot someone with your mouth open. That's a good way to spread germs. Actually, you know what I can't stand? I can't stand people who sit there and breathe with their mouth open, which I know sounds like a pretty basic thing, but I can't stand mouth breathers. Worst. And I catch myself doing it too, especially a lot during like allergy season when you just can't breathe through. But what I'm talking about is the kid on Hey Arnold who Helga always punched in the face.
And next is the Tooth Fairy's other job. Time to vote.
I can't do it. Fucking can't do it. Tooth Fairy's other job. Acting as The Rock. Being the most electrifying fairy in all the sports entertainment business. Or moderator on my channel. Oh, quiet, are you the Tooth Fairy? Leave me $1. I need $1. For some things. What can you get with $1 these days? Good lord. You used to be able to buy a whole bunch of candy down at the dollar store. Excellent.
Coming up next, the
Good job,
worst
guys, splitting up those
1960s
points, and we're moving on to
movie
the
was
next one.
definitely Blank Beach.
So,
on your devices.
the worst 1960s teen movie was definitely Non-Nude Beach or Segregated Beach. Oh, god damn it. Oh, these are good. These are both really good answers, and it makes me kind of mad. It kind of makes me really mad how how good both of these answers are right now. Because one of them is mine, and most of you will put in your votes by now, so I can go ahead and say that. I put Non-Nude Beach, but god damn it if Segregated Beach didn't just take all the white votes. Motherfucker.
Round 2 is
I am so mad. I could have swore that Non-Nude Beach would have been the winner. That's the worst movie. Who doesn't want to watch a beach movie with boobies in it? Or dongers just flapping about in the sand. Come on!
This is round 3. The
What do you know
last
from
match.
entertainment?
One final chance to catch up.
Nothing.
Point
You're all
value
watching
for
me
two,
here.
and everyone gets the same
Self-deprecation.
prompt this time.
Oh god. I just want to die.
Flash prompt is the terrible fate of the snowman.
Gangrenous
Olaf in the
Beach.
director's
Also
cut of
good,
Frozen.
Dylan. I know, it's the worst beach, isn't it, Dylan? I prefer to get some sunlight on my giblies. I like some vitamin D on my vitamin D. In my defense, Gamer, and also Dylan, the reason why I didn't put just regular Nude Beach is because it said worst movie. If it had said best movie, clearly Nude Beach would have been the winner. But then again, I wouldn't have been up against Segregation Beach. So, you know, like, the competition would have been a little bit more fair, but separate.
We're ready to look. Vote with your votes now.
So, terrible fate for the Snowloff from Frozen. He was let go, or do you want to kill a snowman, or sent to the segregated beach, or got made into snow cones, yellow ones, or got pissed on, or he let himself go, or his carrot got put on his no-no place. Bad snowman, not playing with your balls. I think I gotta go with the yellow snow cone. And then the call back to the segregated beach is pretty good too. So like, I kinda gotta give it to that one. Hi, Sam. Actually, we're about to take a short break here in a minute, about 10 minutes or so. And then when we come back, we're gonna play another game for about an hour and a half. So yes, there will be a lot more rounds coming up soon. It looks like we're getting some votes for either faking it or survive the internet. I think we did survive the internet last week, so that one may be out of the question. But we're gonna do a vote for what game we're gonna play when we come back during the break. So, get your preferences in now. Apparently, let go is just too dated of a joke to get more than 15% of the vote. But the carrot in the no-no place, good job, gets 15% of the votes, Queen. Oh, it was 2 weeks ago, my bad. Oh, Dan, you mean Fibbage, all about you. That one is kind of cool, but I don't know how well that would go outside of our normal friend group, who kind of knows itself and insults itself really well. I almost wonder if the answers will end up being too inside baseball. You know what I mean? I do have Drawful 2. I haven't done Drawful 2 in quite some time. Bracketeering would be really fun.
Final scores.
Personally, I don't see any reason why we have to necessarily stick to one game for the last half of the stream. And I'm in last place, but it's okay, I still have fun. In the past, what we've done is maybe like 2 rounds of one game and then 1 round of a final game. So, you know, there's definitely a bunch of options out there. Say we start playing Drawful 2 and decide after 2 rounds we don't want to do any more of it, we might be able to finish up with something else. Ending with Bracketeering might be a good way to do it because it's got a great number of people that can play, 16, and the rounds go rather quickly, so that might be a fun way to finish out the night. Good call. Yeah, I like that plan, Harwood. Okie dokie. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna call this a break for just a minute. Enjoy the music. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. You're watching this on twitch.tv/TimLeftwich or youtube.com/TimLeftwich. We'll be right back. Bye. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back from break. It's time for some Drawful 2. Yeah, buddy. Our room code for this round is JQMG. If you want to get some Drawful madness, get on in here, everybody. Draw your own portrait, make yourself beautiful, and let's make some art together, everybody. Get on in here. You know you want to play. Go to jackbox.tv on your mobile device or your computer or your handy dandy chisel and or stone tablet. Oh, A-word. Wow. What a brilliant thumbman. And brilliant mustache, must I say. I simply went with it. Easy. Number 1. Yeah, Dylan, I mean, I'm not used to it either. I'm very happy that it happened.
Oh.
But that is a new thing, to have the room fill up so fast. But please, feel free to go ahead and jump on into the audience and get into the next round. As a reminder, for those who have been with us for a while, you know that after you've had a couple of rounds and you feel like it might be a good time to kind of settle back into the background, maybe play in the audience for a couple of rounds, and let those who haven't had a chance to play shuffle on in. We know how to take turns around here. We're all a bunch of grown people, right? Right. Excellent. Now we're waiting on Kisty, Colbo, and Dyer to get those beautiful drawings in so that I can see your pretty, pretty faces. I don't want to have to skip on past that and have terribly drawn owls in your place. Wow, Dyer. That's, an executor uprooted itself, did it? Curious that. Hi, BP Master. What, were you not able to make it in, my friend? I'm sorry. It's okay, we're gonna be doing a couple of rounds of Drawful too, because, you know, this game goes rather quickly, usually speaking, if everybody draws fairly expediently, which yours truly is the worst at doing. So there'll be plenty of opportunities to get into the game, BB, I promise.
Me right now, but I'm excited. I'm gonna get this thing started.
Yay!
All right.
We love it when the
You look at
host
your
is
devices
excited
right
because that
now,
makes me
you should
excited
see a
too.
secret prompt just for you. Weird stuff, like Greek chorus or recumbent bike. Draw a picture on your device that would have that title, and when you're done, hit send. You'll get points for each player that can correctly guess your title. So, go! Do it!
And then I'm gonna do this number. Yeah, like so. And then, yeah, why not? See if I can maybe get
Don't
this
forget,
point across
you can
with
still join the audience and play along
couple of
by going to
abstractories
Jackbox.tv
around.
and entering this room.
We'll see if that gets the point across. I feel like that's one of the better ways to kind of approach Drawful. If you try and draw things as exact as possible, guess what? You're working against one of the worst drawing interfaces that has ever come into existence. But that's kind of the point, really. So if you draw more suggestively, maybe do portions of words as pictograms, it tends to work out a little bit better for you. Although I still stand by my Drops of Jupiter drawing from way the fuck back when, Drawful 1. That was a masterpiece, and I still stand by it. In the meantime, we're waiting on somebody else to finish up their drawing. Besides me, for once. I am kind of pleased that it's not me that we're waiting on. It's okay, gamer. I'm sure your face is beautiful, and your drawing is great too.
Drawings in? Check. Let's get to the fun
Yay!
part. Now, use your device to type in whatever the heck the prompt for this drawing could be.
That looks like a very...
Hello!
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my answer. But it could be a depressed ringleader, or a peaceful businessman. There's a lot going on here. The man looks like he's crying. There's a top hat and a bow. He's definitely flashing the peace sign. And he's got Wolverine claws too, so maybe there's a snicked element to this. I don't know.
Oh!
Apparently Bromance was the best drawing ever. You know, yeah, that one was pretty good. Ooh,
Come on.
Freddy Krueger
Typing time is almost
could
up.
definitely be a thing. But I feel like, didn't Freddy Krueger have the striped sweatshirt? I feel like that's pretty iconic. He didn't have a top hat and a bow tie. That would be more Slender Man.
Here are your choices.
Even Slender Man didn't really
Which
wear
of these titles do you think
a top
really
hat. He didn't wear a hat,
inspired
did he? Is it a sad clown? Is it President Freddy Krueger? Is it a serial killer? Is it Me Not Know? Or Slender Man, with an I, of course. Edward Scissorhands, Fancy Scarecrow, or Pizza Cutter Man?
Hello!
Oh!
Yeah, Slender Man had a tie in a face, tie in a suit, but no face. Right. I remember, what was it for? I think it was for the music video that Jeremy did. We had,
and here are your picks.
it's been so long since I've seen those guys. I'm blanking on names. Trevor. We had Trevor dressed up as Slender Man because he already looked the part. And we got him some sleeve extensions that I kind of sewed an extra pair of sleeves onto the jacket that he had already. That was a lot more fun than I care to remember right now. Although I kind of like President Freddy Krueger. I think he would definitely run better than the present administration. Be the president of our dreams.
Don't blame me. I voted for Chucky.
Damn, 0 points. Oh well, whatever. It doesn't matter. Clearly, my performance in the last couple of games showed that tonight I'm not in it for blood.
Let's take a look at our next drawing. Type in a convincing title now.
Nah, it's okay, Kisty. It's fine. I'm here to have fun with you guys tonight, not for winning. It's like bowling, really. I'm the worst bowler in the world. But I have a blast doing it, so I, generally speaking, don't care. There comes a point where people even ask me, do you want to put up the bumpers? And I'm like, fuck no. Are you kidding me? I have a chance of bouncing it out of the gutter and back into the lane. I'm lucky if I break 100. It's okay, Roblox, welcome. You're not late at all. A Roblox, in fact, arrives exactly when he wants to. Oh really? Hurt your wrist, Harwood. That's why you gotta get those wrist protector thingies, right? Like it's almost like an archer's gauntlet, but more hard plastic. My little brother has a best friend who was a competitive bowler, and the best friend would come over with that goddamn wrist strap on 6 times out of 10, and I would ceaselessly make fun of him for it. Like, oh, clearly having too much fun. I wouldn't say I was a clever kid. Synergy, carrot juiced, strong carrot, Awer can't see. Can you say something about that, Awer? Oh no, it's Harwood. Harwood who needs to fix his glasses. A radical radish, tough waffle cone, powerful carrots, or a weightlifting carrot. I do like the idea of a tough waffle cone. That didn't cross my mind until I saw it, but now that I see it, I can't unsee it.
Hello!
And no, I assure you that's not mine. If it was, I would be much prouder of it.
Okay.
No, mine was in fact just straight up strong carrot. And I was like, it's just mundane enough to probably be the title. Carrot juiced was Dyer's answer, and a really great lie, not gonna lie. Weightlifting carrot was Shelly Belly's lie, and Shelly Belly just raked in a lot of points for that one. 1830, I think it was. Radical radish, good job, Harwood. You scraped by 500 extra points. Is it the strong carrot?
Hello!
Nope, that was mine. Thank you for the 800 some odd points. I desperately need it at my 0. In fact, the real answer is powerful carrots. And that was Kisty's drawing. Sorry, Kisty. I feel like there were a lot of answers that stole points away from you there. Like, that wasn't a bad drawing of a strong carrot, but there were a lot of other answers that kind of stole the points. So, immediately, I noticed 2 things here. Number 1, this drawing uses a lot of the frame that was given. Good job. But number 2, I noticed that, well, you kind of forgot that there are 2 colors that were given to you, and it might help some details show up a little bit easier. Unless it's all just supposed to be the same cyan blue. Which is a very pretty blue, don't get me wrong. It's a very gorgeous blue.
Here are your choices.
Is it Gargoyle Friends, waking up on the right side of the bed, melting ice caps, window washer on the Empire State Building, sunny cliffside, the Empire State Building, sunbathing, or first large step, fate? I would have gone with leap of faith. Also would have been acceptable.
Hello!
Let's see what people picked.
So is it waking up on the right side of the bed? That'd be a very big bed. Or a very small wake-up-y. One of the two. Is it the first large step of fate? No, Kisty. Unfortunately, the cards were not in your favor there. Is it window washer on the Empire State Building? Who did I give points to? God damn it, Harwood. Take my points and be proud. Is it sunbathing? Nude sunbathing? If you're on top of the Empire State Building, who's gonna see you, right? Is it the Empire State Building itself? No, that was Colbo's answer. Damn. Is it sunny Cliffside?
Hello.
Nope. Besides being my indie artist name, it's also my answer. But the real answer was Gargoyle Friends. I feel like it might have been better to maybe try and draw Goliath or something. Or is that too niche? Oh well, either way. I miss you, gargoyles. Please come back.
Type in a title now.
You drew this. It will not be fully appreciated until after you're dead. It's okay, most great art never is. Let's see if you guys can figure this shit out. Oh boy, I did the best with the prompt that I was given, but I feel like everybody gives that excuse by the time it's their turn, right? It's like, I tried, you guys. I tried so hard, but the drawing thing is just so terrible, and you can't figure out any details, and I can't make line yet. Not to mention all the edges are rather jaggy, and it does a decent job of smoothing it out, but not the best. Which again, whole point, draw full. It's not called draw amazing. If it was, every single one of us would be kicked out of the stream.
Hey, I'm serious. Time is up. Oh.
Excellent.
And
way to get
here
it
are
in
your
right at the end,
choices.
Big Smooth. So we have Mixed Nuts, Bald Porcupine, Hunchback, Reptile, Ye Old Squirrel, Stout Pellets, Old Woodchuck, and Squirrel Incontinence. You know, I can totally see where you would get Squirrel. But here it looks like we have a creature going with a bunch of purple and pink lines around the back. Is it Reptar? Reptar, gotta find that Reptar. I literally can't make jokes about this because if I do, it'll give away stuff.
And here are your picks.
So I've gotta wait. No, it's missing the few ridges to be Reptar and a green tongue. Definitely missing the green tongue. It's not Stout Pellets. Is it a Hunched Back? No. Silly boy. Silly boy, no. Is it Ye Olde Squirrel? I can see it. It is old at my age, but it doesn't have long enough tail to be a squirrel. So therefore, it can't be Squirrel Incontinence either, because that's not poop. No, in fact, it is less wood than a woodchuck could chuck. And I'm beginning to be very disappointed in you guys. Because the real answer is the bald porcupine. It sure is. At his age, it's bound to go bald. Everyone goes bald eventually, right? I tried, you guys. I tried. Porcupines are not easy to draw. Okay, I tried. I tried really hard.
Enter your titles now.
Hello.
I see the kitty loves vittles. It could be an Eevee attacking a shield. Oh, fair warning from Harwood. I thought an R was a T. The only thing that I can think of, and you'll understand why this is hilarious after I say it out loud, I could have swore that based on your logic, it would have been a cat in heat because you thought an T was an R. But it's because then you wrote cat at heart. But it's not. It's something else. What do we think it is, ladies and
Okay,
gents?
Here are your
Is
choices.
it car that runs on love? The atomic structure of zinc? Foxy love. Ooh, foxy love. I like that one. Love the kitty? Narcissistic cat? Cat darting across the room for cheese? Fast cat love? Or a cat and a wormhole?
Oh.
I don't know. Like,
Hello!
I'm pretty sure I think I know what you're referring to,
Have
but
any
then
bugs.
again, there's only a couple that have R's in here, and then when I replace them with T's, none of them really make sense.
And here are your picks.
So let's find out. Is it Foxy Love? No, that was Kisty's lie, and a pretty good one because it takes us completely off species. Is it Narcissistic Cat?
Oh. No, sir.
Cat's not looking itself in the mirror. But Kisty gives points right back to Big Smooth, so nice little even exchange. The Elric brothers would be proud. Cat the Wormhole? No, that's just a favorite children's book of mine. Is it the cat that runs on love? No, that's actually yes. That was the real title. Seems as though Harwood scraped by on some points anyway. Hey Harwood, you know how I know you're white? You only fail upwards. So what do we got here?
And now,
No hanky panky inside of my restaurant. No hanky.
Hello!
I'm going to put my answer as what I heard constantly throughout most of my school dances. But it looks like we've got a nice little couple here sharing a malt. While a chaperone walks by saying, no hanky panky. So what is it, ladies and gentlemen? What do we see?
quick, type in anything.
Nice, Harwood. Nice follow-up. All right, we've got our titles
Here are your
entered here, so
choices.
let's see what we've got. A 50s diner, Sex Addiction Anonymous, I'll Love You Garden, Leave Room for Jesus, Chaperone, Parent Watching Date Night, Subliminal, or Self-Reflection. I feel like that goes back to the narcissism. Yes, from earlier. I have a feeling that I know what is being gotten at with this picture here. There is a big hearty couple, but one in particular that stands out that I didn't point out in my description of the drawing that might lead you to an answer, or at least
Come on, pick one.
point you in the right direction. I'm not apologizing. 5 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. Get your votes in now. Is it Self-Reflection?
No way.
No, that was in fact a decoy answer. So, Kisty, I think you might lose points there. Is it Parent Watching Date Night? No, that's Kisty's answer, and so she wins points that way. Shit. So that means the correct answer must have been Chaperone. If it wasn't Parent Watching Date Night, it had to go the other way, right? I agree, gamer. It literally could have only been one of those two. Damn it! So Colbo walks away a huge winner on that one. But it wasn't quite enough to make up Shelly Belly's extensive lead by this point.
And now,
And we have our
another
next drawing. Another sad clown, I'm thinking.
Hello!
Boo, boo, doo, boo. No, silly Dylan. A chaperone is what you have on pizza night, not date night. Oh, Good night, Roblox. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. I really appreciate it.
25. 15. Oh.
And here
So
are your
let's see
choices.
here. We have the party clown, police boy birthday, happy death day, Jack Baker's birthday party, Steve's last birthday, party cop, my usual birthday party, me by myself, or Happy New Year! One of these is the correct title. What is it going to be, ladies and James? I have had the usual birthday party of me by myself, but unfortunately I was not wearing a hat at the time, so I don't think that's the answer. Is it...
Hello!
15.
Generally speaking, when I think of party cop, I think of
Choose
stripper,
something.
right? Like, is that pretty universal
And
around
here are
here?
your picks.
Think of party cop. It's definitely a stripper, right?
Hello!
So is it party clown? Nope, that's my answer. Thank you. Got to get a couple of points in here. Somehow, some way. Is it police boy's birthday?
Oh. Sorry.
No. What an arresting development do we have here. Have you ever seen The Shining? It's been a long time, but yes. I have seen it. It was definitely the party cop. Oh my god. And that means Shelly Belly just raked in 6,000 fucking points. Wow. Should we just like call the game now? Like that's it, right? That's
Next
it. That's game over, right?
55.
Um
25.
Hello!
I like my answer. I don't think it's gonna get me many points, but I do really like my answer.
35.
Boom, 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 boom.
25.
So what's it gonna be, ladies and gentlemen? It looks like we have a nice big-headed dude here. Looks a lot like Doug, honestly. The way the head's shaped, if you like cross the T here and then add in a few curlies of hair, it would be Doug Funny. But he's got
Oh.
like evil twin
And here
style
are
goatee
your
here.
choices.
So I don't know. Is it the iron voice box? Is it hanging from a noose?
25.
Silly chat, that's not Sayori. Is it finish line? Is it thyroidectomy? Is it a chin strap beard or odd beard removal or handlebar mustache or Dr. Beard Face? One of these answers is the correct one. Get in your choices now.
25.
Hello!
We got two from the audience.
Oh.
And I hear enough burps that it seems like our regular chatters are getting in their votes
Let's
too.
see what people picked.
Fantastic. Is it handlebar mustache?
Hello!
Nope, that was my wonderful answer. They look like handlebars, don't they? Thank you very much. I appreciate your points. Is it a thyroidectomy?
Oh.
Nope, that was from Big Smooth, and Big Smooth smoothly bigs away a bunch of points. Is it the chin strap beard? It's gotta be, it's gotta be. Yay! Good job, Dyer. Not only do you rake in 4,000 points, but we actually all got it right.
Oh.
Yay! And the final scores are tabulated. I can't believe it. I got second. And Shelly Belly comes out on top in first place. Congratulations, Shelly. The most likes was in fact Dyer. Wow, with a full 12. Just beat me out by 1 like. Ah, dang you. Dang you. So let's go to the gallery here, and I'm gonna tweet out some of these winning drawings. What do you think? Because some of these were pretty good. Let's see here. Did it go? I think it might have gone. Cool. Okie dokie. Shall we play another game? With new players this time. Why the fuck is every game filled with the worst letters possible? The room code this time is ZXQH, ladies and gentlemen. So go ahead and jump on in here. Let's play another round of Drawful 2, shall we? I feel like we'll do one more round of Drawful 2, and then we got a request to go and play Bracketeering before we finish out the night. So I feel like this round of Drawful should take us to about 9:30-ish, and then we'll finish out the night with Bracketeering, call it a night. Does that sound pretty good? You goddamn right it does. So go ahead and draw a picture of yourself, everybody.
Oh.
Hello.
I figured it would be worth it to try and draw Skeeter as best as I could from memory. Right? Right? Fair enough. Oh, good night, Kisty. Thank you so much for hanging out, my dear. Always a pleasure. Hopefully we'll see you back here on Thursday. Okie dokie. Bye. And in this round, we've got Dyer, we've got Nam, we've got an audience member who is not female, Colbo, who is giving me just all of the shitty letters, Lemon Bagel. Neat drawing, Lemon. Awer with the very fancy mustache, and Mr. Gamer 64. Beautiful. If everyone is in, then let's do this thing.
2, 1.
Welcome to Drawful. I love it when there's a full crew.
It's okay,
Makes me feel
Dylan.
Popular.
No one will ever
Let's
know.
get going. Okay, I've sent a prompt to each of your devices. Things that are kind of weird. Like spin class or what we do in the shadows. Draw a picture on your device that would have that title. And when you're done, hit send. You'll get points
Kisty.
for each player that can correctly guess your title. So,
Thank you
Good
so
luck.
much, dear. I really appreciate that.
Oh.
Let's see. Do. Lots and lots of little concentric circles are brilliant to draw on this thing. Let me just tell you, folks, the best. Hey, Jason, welcome. Glad you could join us. As you can tell, we're having fun drawing things together. Yeah, that'll work. Let's see if we can make some sense out of that, shall we? I've got my drawing in. How many more do we have? Just one more.
Only 30 seconds left.
That
Finish
seems a
your
lot
drawing.
more like
Maybe you
it.
should
Last
just
time I got my
sit
drawing done
down
rather
so you don't
quickly, but
feel
this time,
long and miss your
well, I decided to make it worth it.
Ding, ding,
Gamer says his is decent, and you know, I'm willing to bet more so than. As we've discovered before, decent can often come out in victory by the time the points are tallied up.
Take a look.
I'm on my computer, but not using my tablet because that would be cheating. Really?
Now, take a
You think it would be
wild
cheating
guess
to
at
use your
what
tablet?
This title could
I don't know that I would consider that cheating. I just feel like that would be opportunistic equipment use. Right? But that, I don't know. To each their own. I'm not going to begrudge you of playing more fair than others.
Hello!
Apparently Colbo is happy with his, despite what the game may tell him. Is this your drawing, Colbo? It's certainly there. I'm kidding, your drawing's great. I'm wondering what's going on with the river in the background. But I guess we'll find out by the time it's all said and done, right? Question, is somebody rocketing through the sky
Typing time
via
is almost
propelled
up.
farts? Is that what's happening there with the green drawing that's right here? I assume you guys can see my mouse. This guy right here, is he rocketing through the sky with the power of farts?
Here are your
Because
choices.
if so, I'm very
Try
proud
to
of
pick
you,
the real
whoever
title
that is.
and avoid all the garbage everyone else typed in.
We have, whatever it is, it changed my life. Is it heat wave? Is it an ice wizard's hat? Is it a hot shithead? Is it a sun cap? The head of onions? Toothpaste hair? Or tinfoil hat?
Hello!
I do kind of like tinfoil hat. That's pretty on the nose. And generally speaking, in a game like this, when people don't know what to draw, they draw exactly what they're told to draw. And I see a tinfoil hat
here are
here, and
your
I see a
picks.
bunch of things coming at the tinfoil hat. Like radio waves and transmissions and other things, government signals you want to block out. Telepathy. It's not a heat wave, Nam. Good job, Nam, for raking in some points. Is it the head of onions? That answer has a lot of layers, most of which are wrong. Is it the sun cap? You would get very warm wearing it. But no, it is not the sun cap. Dyer just stole some more points away. Finally, we have the tinfoil hat, which is in fact the correct answer. Good job, Dylan. Way to get the job done. I actually put in Ice Wizard's hat because of the colors and everything. I figured that would at least maybe steal away one answer, but no. What's up next? Now
Okay,
that
next drawing.
is a
Here are
hot
your
steaming
titles.
pile of drawing
Next.
right there.
Hello!
It's okay, Dylan. Sometimes you can play the colors to your advantage because you can almost force people to think a thing. Like, because this person has orange and brown, your mind immediately goes to poop. But it probably might not be poop. Maybe it's an autumn leaf that just fell to the ground, or a terribly drawn pine cone. We don't know. And that's the whole point. You know this game tends to give you prompts that are misleading on purpose. Or maybe it's a scoop of chocolate pudding. Exactly. Hot, fresh, steaming chocolate pudding.
Quick, type in anything. And here are your choices.
What is it? Crap on a hot sunny day, North Korea, pine cones, haha poop joke, a hot steaming pile of poo, pine cone, or frozen poop. Is it a hot poop? Is it frozen poop? Pick your answers now.
Hello!
So now you have to think kind of like the Jackbox devs. Are they just going to give you a prompt of frozen poop and expect you to be able to make sense out of it? Put it inside of a freezer maybe. Show the
Pick
poop with the
something.
coat on being cold, you know, I don't know. Or is it just going to
see
give
what
you the
people
pine
picked.
cone and let you flounder for yourself? Is it crap on a hot sunny day? Nope, that was Gamer's guess. And a good one at that. Is it hot steaming pile of poo?
Oh.
Nope. That was Dylan's guess. And he got 500 points. Good job, Dylan. Is it pine cone singular?
Hello.
No. That was my guess. Ha ha ha. Love stealing points. What about the regular hot steaming pile? That gave Nam 300 some odd points. Oh no, 500 for that. Really? Eh, whatever. Doesn't matter. Pine cones. No, that was Awer's lie. So it was nothing nature related at all, except totally nature related because it's actually frozen poop.
Well,
Turns out.
it does last longer that way.
Good job, Dyer. You drew the poop, but you didn't draw the freezing part. Nobody really got the freezing from your radiating lines of heat, right? Like I'm pretty sure radiating lines usually either denotes brightness or heat.
All right, let's do another one.
You drew this. High five. Very nice. Thank you, game. I appreciate your compliments. And so, of course, this is my drawing. There are many like it, but this one is mine. And I assure you, it makes sense. It's a good drawing. Mostly. Maybe I messed up a little bit on the eyes and the eyebrows and the mustache. Well, what are you gonna do? We can't all be goddamn Pablo Picasso up in here. You know who was amazing at playing Drawful? I had Marcus in here a couple of
Here are
times,
your
and holy
choices.
crap. Is it, Pescadios, or intestines? A vomit shower, where I hid the jewelry. Tim, look at what you drew. Shame, shame. Coughing up beads, vomiting up your intestines, or throwing up. Get your guesses in now. Only one of these is correct, but a lot of these are really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw some likes around. I rarely ever do that. I'm actually one of the few people I would imagine that doesn't pay attention enough to actually throw likes when I like an answer. Which means I have a definite influence on the like count because they don't vote.
Oh, come on, pick
Yes.
one.
What have we learned about politics, ladies and gentlemen? People who abstain from voting still have an influence on an
Okay,
election.
who picked what?
Is it throwing up? Yes, but no. Is it intestines? You're thinking too small, or possibly too large. We'll find out. Is it vomiting up your intestines? You are combining two wrongish answers into an even wronger one. Stop it. Jesus Christ, Dylan. At least have some sort of sanctity when you read me. And then at least... Oh,
No,
okay.
please.
There's your sanctity right there. Gave me 1,000 points. 1,000 little pity points. After stealing away 3,500 of my points. Your disguise is working and it's making me mad.
Let's take a look at our next drawing.
Our next drawing is poor people times 12 and one sad person with $5. I'm going to guess.
Hello.
With my Skeeter Valentine drawing over there in the corner. So what do we have here? Is it some sort of welfare queue or 12 lives to get $5? The latest game show on ABC. They're really running out of ideas at this point. Hell, they put up The Wall, for Christ's sake. I'm just kidding. Walls actually have a decent show, but they have put up some real craptacular
Serious,
ones.
time is up.
I think they need to bring back either MXC or what was the other one that Wipeout. Wipeout was super fun. But then again, that's just
Okay,
me.
here are your
I do
choices.
love a good and schadenfreudentastic show. Don't you? We have the food stamp line. 1 in 12 people are rich. This fiver ain't big enough for the 13 of us. Cheaper by the dozen. Alphabet soup for the soul. My Steve Martin impression. Welfare or the economy. Some very timely references in there. But I'm wondering...
Hello.
I'm wondering about one particular answer. And whether or not it might be the right one. It would have said, lady and the 12 kids won the lottery, have to share. Yeah, fair enough. Having to split the lottery 12 ways, even if you, especially if you win $5, is going to be rather painful.
And here are your picks.
Is it the economy? Nope, that was ours. Is it cheaper by the dozen? See, that's what I thought it was. And then my answer would have been like the fake call out one that was a reference to the real answer. Is it this 5 ain't big enough for the 13 of us? No, that was Lemon's answer, and I'm happy to contribute to somebody so far away from first place for once. Is it welfare? No, that was Dyer's answer. Good job, Dyer. The real answer was my Steve Martin impression. Really? You didn't go with King Tut? With your Steve Martin impression, not at all? I'm kind of surprised. And you still could have done the white hair by just doing the outline of the hair and leaving the middle part white.
Type in a title
Oh well,
now.
doesn't matter.
Hello!
Oh.
Apparently Colbo needs more arrows through the head. Sorry, best I can do is to the knee. It's an old meme, sir, but it checks out. It's been a while, right? Like Skyrim's being remastered. That should come back around. Every time the game gets remastered, the meme gets remastered. That should be a deal the internet has to make. Apparently Dylan thinks he's probably got something similar to the real answer. We'll see. A lot of the times you can think you're super close to the real answer and be
Hurry up,
way
people.
off
Type something
because
in.
of how the drawing ends up being interpreted from the title.
And here are your
Interpreted?
choices.
Sure, why not? I'm keeping it. Is it tomato scotch? 2.5 shots in. Wine tour? Tears for Fears. Grape champagne. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Shots of ketchup or drunk on orange juice. I believe I'd be hunting for a new bar if it was shots of ketchup. That sounds just the worst.
Oh.
Hello!
I'm wondering if it might be an orange instead of a tomato on the jar. It's definitely not a grape. I feel like grapes would be drawn in bunches faster than they would be a singular grape with sticks sticking out of it.
And here are your picks.
But both an orange and a tomato would be drawn the same way. A circle with a stick and possibly a leaf coming out of it. It's not grape champagne. Good job, audience. Dylan, for stealing away a couple points. Is it 2.5 shots in? No, that's way more than 2.5, my friend. He's taking one. He's got 3 more lined up. Is it shots of ketchup? Ugh. As it turns out, yes it was. And Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary gets me 4 likes. I'm happy with that. But Gamer got 3. Congratulations, Gamer.
Enter your titles now.
Apparently Lemon says, you drew this. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta thank you for this one. This is a pretty great drawing right here. This guy is just giving this cylinder with spots the business, the full brunt of his fingerly might. And so what, pray tell, would that be? Get in your titles now. You notice, Lemon, that I stopped myself from saying what I think the item actually is, in case it is what I think it is. And everyone ends up
And here
taking
are
my
your
answer.
choices.
Yes, Dan, fuck you, pickle, indeed. Is it Band-Aids, now illegal, man throws 23 out? Is it angry at a pickle? Is it flipping off the taxes, giving a pickle the bird, a fervent dislike of pickles, an angry leprechaun, fighting a vegetable, or skate or die? I do remember Skate or Die. Skate or Die was really fun. I loved playing the joust. It was the only mini game in that game that I was even half decent at. All the other ones, the downhill skate, the fucking half pipe, Jesus Christ, that half pipe. I could never even pull off a single trick in the half pipe. But at least with joust, I could beat some serious ass in that thing.
Pick. Let's see what people picked.
Is it a fervent dislike of pickles? Nope, that's Awer's answer. And a sneaky, sneaky answer it is. Is it fighting a veg? That's Dyer's answer. And it's not actually Marquis of Queensberry rules to give a pickle a finger. Is it angry at a pickle? It sure as shit is angry at a pickle. See, I put in giving a pickle the bird because when I wrote angry at a pickle, it said, you wrote the title. And I was like, well, now I know what it is. With 10,000 points. Wow, that's a large lead.
Type in a convincing
But it's
title
not
now.
insurmountable, you'll notice. So it looks like we've got a little boy with either an extremely tall lollipop or a well-blown up balloon. Looking at a sign that says no trees? No arrows. No tall huts. No giant mushrooms. I don't know. There's a couple of things that sign could say. It's open to interpretation, which I think is the point of art, right? To interpret.
Quick, type in anything.
Yeah, nothing above. Also true, no floating.
Here are your choices.
No up arrows. No children or alarms. Jafar from Aladdin. Unkillable nightmare clown. Hot air balloon prohibited. No floating up here, Georgie. Fear of bells, entropy, balloons, oh, you're bringing one. Okay. I feel like if it is the answer that I picked, it could have been maybe fleshed out a little bit more.
Choose
But
something.
at the same time, I don't know. It's okay, gamer. Trust me, everyone makes a hearty attempt sometimes. As I've explained before,
Okay, who
this game is
picked
not called Draw Magnificently. Is it hot air balloon prohibited? No. Sadly, it is not. It is no balloons allowed. No, sorry, that's Lemon's lie, and a pretty decent one too. Is it the fear of the bells? The bells of Notre Dame? No. The bells of Dylan still in a way. 1,500 points. Is it the unkillable nightmare clown? Really? Huh.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be
No,
damned.
that's definitely the guy.
No
from
floating
my
here,
dreams.
Georgie. And no nightmares. Not anymore. Sweet. Good job, gamer, for getting in a couple of points. And I got a streak bonus. Which means I'm in fifth and not in last place. I'm in fucking fifth and not in last
Up
place.
next.
We've got a warning written sideways, a speedometer going, and what looks like maybe a testicle giving off a lot of heat. So what, pray tell, is this drawing, ladies and gentlemen? So the sign is not up. Ah, gotcha. I see. It's the other movie with a lot of balloons that isn't up. That makes a lot more sense now, gamer. Is that what we were supposed to read into that? I mean, that's not just me, right? Like, that's a clinical testicle.
Serious. Time is up.
That's what it looks like.
And here are your choices.
Is it Need for Speed, Carbon Monoxide Alarm, Overdrive, Brain Overload, Ball Clinchingly Fast, 88 miles an hour, Fried Brain, or Brain Overheat?
Hello!
Do you, Dylan? Do you, in fact, have the answer? Or did you just grab a hold onto something that you think is pretty close? It's okay. Give those answers a fondle. I'm sure you'll find the right one. Apparently now Dylan thinks they chose the wrong one. Congratulations, my friend.
Pick something.
Is it Ludicrous Speed? It could definitely be Ludicrous Speed. That is a distinct possibility.
And here are your picks.
Is it Your Brain on Drugs? No, Lemon. I mean, no, whoever voted for that. It's Lemon's answer. Is it Ball Clinchingly Fast? Of course. I'm gonna be the one talking about testiculars and trying to get that in your brain. Is it the Carbon Monoxide Alarm? Nope, that was Nam's answer, and Nam just scored a couple of points. Good job. Brain Overload. I was about to say, that's too many of us for it to not be the right answer. Or if it is, Colbo just got fucked out of a lot of points. And the final tabulations are... final! As Awer takes away the victory. Yay, Awer! Congratulations! And your boy with the likes cup. Hot damn. Boop, boop, ba-doop, boop, 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 boop. Gonna tweet the best pictures. Which one's gonna make the cut? Angry at a pickle. Excellent. So that one was tweeted out, and with the best one in that round being done, I think that now it is time, as previously described, to switch on over to another game here, and I'm going to do that on the fly, because I can. Disconnected from that, because we're going to switch it up and head straight for Bracketeering. Of course, I gotta unmute it first. Done and done. And yes, Gamer64, it is, in fact, time for Bracketeering. Our final round of the evening. And this one is for everyone to play. We've got 16 people that we can fit into a single game here, so don't be shy about jumping in, ladies and gentlemen. The more, the merrier. PPZQ is our room code this time, which of course stands for Preposterous Porcupines Zanily Questioning why they're going bald. All these balding porcupines everywhere. It's really a sad problem. Oof. So as everyone begins funneling in here, I'm gonna resettle myself into a more relaxed position. Excellent. 6 out of 16. I wish it would let me see the whole name. That would be really nice. As it stands, all I can see is just the 3-letter acronym for you guys. Apparently Nami's avatar has breasticles, but I feel like they're more breast wires. That's just me. I'm playing as Miss Frizzlebot this round, which makes me kind of happy. I do love me some Miss Frizz. Lemon, I think you're either lying to me or posing for posterity, because there's no way in hell that pickles and peanut butter can't be absolutely gross. It's okay, Nami. I believe that most of us here do. Oh, Gamer64 is THE. Fantastic. We've got 7 people in here so far, but I want to at least get an even number of players in here so that we can have an even bracket. How many more can we squeeze in? Excellent. Thank you for biting the bullet on that one, Harwood. And with enough players to make one full bracket, let's jump on in. I'm kind of surprised.
We've got big fun waiting to be unleashed. We'll be posing some of life's most important questions. Your answers will be paired off.
It's okay, buddy. I forgive you.
Votes will determine which answers
For now.
in the bracket.
We all know how to play bracketeering, right? No need to hear the rules. Let's just jump straight into the game.
Now.
And our first category is...
Toilet besides your smartphone. I'm a Calvin and Hobbes man myself. Type in the best, most winningest answer you can think of and hit send. If your answer wins the entire bracket, you'll be
I'm just going to
rolling
basically
cash. By the way,
write down my
join the
childhood
audience and
here
play
as my
along by
answer.
going to
Really, Lemon?
Jackbox.tv
You no idea?
and drink
It's pretty simple, actually. You're going to be given a category, and you're going to write down a thing for that category, and then we're going to vote, bracket style, March Madness-like competition to see who, in fact, is the most of this thing. And then we'll play a second round where it ends up being a blind pick, where the category will change throughout the competition, and then it ends up being in the final round and a triple blind pick, where the question will change every single round. So it tends to be a really, really fun time. Hey, Abco and Herp Dirt, you guys came just, well, I say just in time. You guys came right at the beginning of our final game for the evening. So settle on in, get into the audience, and let's make some predictions here.
If you can predict the answer that will get the most votes, you could win some sizable bonus bucks. Oh, and don't forget, if you think your own answer is gonna crap the bed, you can still get that sweet, sweet cash
Oh yeah, and
by
then there's
predicting
also the betting
correct
round for
winner.
actually gaining a points.
Time's running
So everyone
out.
make your predictions now of which ones you think are actually going to win the brackets,
Time's up
if
at
you
the
want them to get some
prediction
extra
table.
bucks.
It's time to dive into our first bracket.
Okie dokie. So,
Oh boy.
which is better, the
Use our
Paula
device
Deen
to vote
cookbook
on which
or
you
the
think
back of a
deserves
bottle
to
of
win.
bleach?
But don't forget, if you change your mind, you can change your vote.
Hey Nocturnal, welcome.
Get those
Oh really?
second
Am I
votes
getting
in
raided
now.
from the Lemmy room? Is that what's happening right now?
Talk about an
Sure.
underdog
You know
tale.
what? I think I could be coerced into doing 2 bracketeerings tonight. I don't see any
that
reason
answer
why
pays
not.
out 20
You guys did
winners.
me the honor of coming into my chat. I don't see why I can't be accommodating to you guys
Next
as well.
up,
We have the Toilet Times or the Graffiti Beside the Glory Hole. Listen, the graffiti beside the glory hole is where I end up finding my next glory hole, okay? It's good reading in
a
there.
real tug of war.
Apparently Albert Fish's sleeping pill is kicking in, so let's go ahead and pump up the volume a little bit
Just running
to
out
make
the
sure he
clock
stays
now.
nice and awake throughout the rest of this competition.
That victory will not require a recount, but I'm not allowed
You
to
have
talk
a
about
sleeping
politics.
pill. I finally got some allergy pills because holy shit. After Saturday night and sneezing literally 15 times in a stream, I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, I
Let's see
have
what's
to
happening over on the
get
other
some sort of
side the
medication.
bracket.
I'll be damned, it actually worked like a charm.
Former teammates, will these two answers be able to stay focused on the matchup?
Time to shave your head. Ha! No, never again. I did it one time, my freshman year of college while I was at military school, and that will never happen again if I have any sort of control over it.
You will not be denied.
Yes, ma'am. The comic book, in fact, wins the day is the best thing to read on the toilet. Beating out crossword puzzles.
It's time to round out the bracket
Handily.
with this vicious
We have back of the
matchup.
shampoo bottle or a Playboy. Which one is the best to read on the toilet? You know, personally, I've never understood masturbating in the bathroom. I'm not a masturbating in the bathroom guy, but then again, I've never really lived in the age of non-computerized porn either. So,
This one
it's
seems
kind of a
like it's
toss-up.
over before it's done.
Personally, I like back of the shampoo bottle because there's a lot of really big words on there that I like
Sprinkles on the
practicing.
donut.
But that was me.
Before we get on to round 2, it's time to make another prediction.
Yeah, I know, Leonardo. Clearly, my
You've
my
got a new
energy
matchup waiting for
levels
you on
have
your
always
device.
been a
Predict
trouble
the
for
one
me.
You think is going to win.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna vote for that one. Yeah. Well, yeah, now it's called a mobile phone there, Lemon Base. But guess what? I got my iPhone when I started working
The
at Rooster
predictions
Teeth
are in.
4 years ago.
Let's jump
So that
back
would have
to our
been what?
bracket for round
2014 was the first year I actually had a smartphone. Literally until May of 2014, I had a flip phone. That was it. And it was great. I would not have
Really
switched
going
had
back
that
and
job not
forth.
literally made me do so. Because A, the bill was super cheap. B,
regular
the thing would run for 4 days without needing a charge. And C, it was a pretty decent phone.
Our winner moves on to the final, but let's find out what they'll face off against. These answers faced off last year, but will the results be the same?
Harwood had a Nokia for the first phone. I believe that most of us did.
I am
That
on the
big
edge of
giant
my
brick
seat.
Nokia that you could throw through a piece of drywall. Yeah, that guy was
This
aces.
one's looking over. These two heavyweights went back and forth, but there can only be one victor.
Yeah. Jesus. You boys are being very naughty over there in the
And
YouTube
now
chat.
the final face-off. What is the best thing to read on the toilet?
This is going to be a tough choice. Is it going to be the graffiti beside the glory hole or the good old Playboy magazine? Which one is going to be more entertaining to read on the toilet?
The struggle is real. Well, go ahead and kiss your sibling.
Big Kev the
because
Clown
it's
is
a
getting
tie.
on my tits.
Show your support for your
I'm
answer.
sorry, I'm
Play
cool.
your device
He
as
needs to
fast
get
as
off
you
your
can.
tits.
We have our first winner.
Herpter, I'm going to blame it on America putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable. Because I'm assuming it's, yeah, you say Nokia instead of
That
Nokia.
was one hell of a bracket.
I'm
Let's see
assuming
how
that
scores shook out.
the English way would be Nokia. Right? And please tell me it's not like Nokia or something crazy like that.
It's time for the blind bracket. We
Well, I
start
put the
with
quotes around
just a
English, not because
category.
English isn't a thing, but because
Name any
English
celebrity.
isn't the same as American
Go
English, but I
ahead and
didn't
write
feel
the
like saying
first
British
thing that
English
comes
because,
to
well,
mind.
whatever.
We'll see the real bracket title after the answers are all in.
Nokia. Ah, gotcha. I mean, I guess I could see that because, you know,
Time's running out.
a short O, I guess. No. No, I've got nothing. I was sitting here trying to give you some sort of justification for it, but I got nothing. You fucking Brits are weird. That's fucking weird. Why would you say Nokia? There's no reason to do that.
Time to get in those predictions.
Next celebrity? It would be most exciting to see on Dancing with the Stars. I'm going to lose so bad. Oh well. The good news is the question's going to change throughout this one, so. Wait, no. This is the one where it's just straight blind, and then the next one is the one where it's going to change. Right? Right.
Time's running out. That's time on the prediction table. Up first.
So which one would be the best to see on Dancing with the Stars? Jaden Smith or good old Stan Lee? Wow. Excelsior indeed, Mr. Stan Lee. Looks like all your spider friends are gonna end up being on your side for this one. Actually, I would enjoy seeing him do the jitterbug too. With 100% of the vote, wow. And good predictions on some people's parts too. Mine was Jaden Smith. Completely lost. It was like name a random celebrity, so I said Jaden Smith. Why not? Would it be a great way to make fun of Jaden Smith?
First batch of votes are here. The lead keeps changing hands.
Anyone remember the gift of the man with the walker who starts dancing in the drop? Yes, that was pretty. That was it. Yeah. Ooh, sorry, Sug. Tough luck on the prediction. The Beebs lets another fan down. Harrison Ford or Lexington Steele? I feel like it wouldn't be Dancing with the Stars, but more in the so swing Dancing with the Stars at that point. Because, you know, the large penis thing.
What a whirlwind!
Good job, Lim.
There's cash if you
Limo,
predicted this
I'm
one.
assuming. It's okay, Away Wolf. I'm pretty sure everybody's funnier after a drink. So let's see, David Letterman or Edward Sheeran? Pretty sure if I don't want Ed Sheeran on Game of Thrones, I don't want him on Dancing with the Stars either. So it's got to be David Letterman in that giant fucking survival beard that he's got going on right now. Have you seen him on his new Netflix series? It's ridiculous. Overtime. Tap away as fast as you can on the answer that you want, and let's see which one wins by the end. Is it going to be Ed Sheeran? Or is it going to be David? Oh, wow. I'll be damned. Edward Christopher Sheeran walks away with the victory.
Before we get on to round two, it's time to make another prediction.
Let's see here.
Time's running out.
Wow, Nocturnal. That's
time at the
is
prediction
probably
table.
one of my favorite English expressions that I've seen all night. I saw Forey stand up the other night for the first time. Fuck me, I couldn't make it through. Bless him for making an effort, but fuck me. So which would be better to see on Dancing with the Stars, Stan Lee or Alec Baldwin? As great as Alec Baldwin would be, I feel like that's more of a legitimate answer. I really just want to see Stan Lee dancing out the Charleston, made in on my hip. Sure you don't, Lemon. Sure you don't. I'm pretty sure if you've seen one penis, you can probably guesstimate the rest of them. And the honest to God's answer, Nami, is that I'm not a huge fan of a lot of
Just running out the
modern music. Generally speaking, I don't listen to a lot of the radio. I listen to audiobooks and I listen to podcasts and things of that nature. So like, I rarely ever get the chance to actually get into musicians. I just know that it kind of took me out of the moment of a particular scene of a show that I enjoy, and so really that's the only reference point that I have for Ed Sheeran, other than that, like, I think he was on an episode of James Corden's show. Yeah, by the way, you're welcome for taking him off your hands. And so we have our final round here. Is it going to be Stan Lee or Lexington Steele? But I feel like that's pretty much my only other exposure to him. And it's still not his music, really?
This player is unstoppable.
Oh, Jamis. Jamis. So sweet. And Stan Lee, in fact, is the full winner
Let's take another
of
peek at
the contender of Dancing with the Stars.
And now the bracket you've heard so much about, the triple blind bracket. This bracket will change every single round.
Do you, Leonardo?
Let's start with a
Do you, in
category.
fact, have to respect that kind of hustle?
Name any monster.
I feel like that might be a little bit
What
too
crazy
much
twists
hustle
and
for my
turns
flow.
This bracket will take.
Fair enough, Queen. Or, god damn it, Harwood. Now I'm calling you Queen. If you're gonna try and fill in for her, you might as well take her name too.
Time's running out.
And so this would be the triple blind bracket, where the question is going to change every single round we go through.
Let's see
Which
what we're
means your
dealing with.
monster could be pinned in a
The
bunch
best
of different
monster to have as a
situations.
boss. Time to
Let's
get
see
in
what
those
we've got
predictions.
first.
All cash is doubled this round, so make these choices count.
Make your predictions now. What is what? Quiet. Oh, the video? I don't know. I can't look at it.
Time's running out. Time to step away from the prediction table. Here comes trouble.
We have your mummy or Slender Man. Which one is the best monster to have as a boss? I feel like Slender Man would be constantly creeping up on you while you're sitting there trying to be all up on the computer and work. Just always over your shoulder. Just a little bit.
Only a few seconds left to vote. That could have gone either way.
Yeah, it really could have. Ooh, that was a close one. Thankfully, my mummy answer wins.
Our next matchup.
Is it the tentacle puss?
Could this be a
Tentoctopus? Yeah. Or the werewolf?
I am on the edge
I don't
of
know.
my seat.
The werewolf would just get howling mad and take it out on the entire office.
This one's looking over. Fork a stick in me, I am done.
Excellent.
What
The
an
werewolf
upset.
does,
No one saw
in
this
fact,
one coming.
win more than once a full moon. Apparently, Gamer says he's
Let's see
horrible
what
at this,
tensions
but
are mounting
yeah, it's
over
okay.
in the Eastern Conference. I can't believe I'm seeing this.
Best monster ever as a boss, Mike Wazowski, or Lexington Steele's Monster Dong. Which one would be the best boss? I feel like one would be easier to suck up to than others.
Just running out the clock.
Oh, I'm the worst. Hey,
Ran away
gamer,
with
if
that
it makes
one.
you feel any better, I haven't had an answer go past the first round either, but I've still enjoyed the shit out of myself.
It's time to round out the bracket with this.
We have
vicious
Cousin
matchup.
It and Medusa. That stony look will make you hard every time. Or is it going to be Cousin It, constantly leaving a trail around everywhere? Let's find out.
This one's looking over.
It is back and forthing something fierce, but Medusa ends up winning in the end, just snaking right on past the competition. Good job, Medusa.
Time for a title change. Monster that would probably make the best lover. Get those predictions in now.
This does change things up a bit, because suddenly my answer goes from worst to first. Oh, I can't wait. This is gonna be good. All cash is double on this round too, so if you want to make back some points, this is the time to do it. I'm thinking like 4 people couldn't make a decision there,
Time's
Nami.
running out. Oh, prediction table time is up. Let's jump back to our bracket for round 2.
Okay, we've got your mummy and the werewolf. Which one is the better lover? You better fucking believe it's your mummy. She's a better lover every time. She'll never start coughing and gag on you. Always brings her own bandages for easy cleanup.
I'm making happy
Oh yeah,
noises.
your mom's definitely the best. Oh, god damn it. Apparently Livin says take the votes away now.
Check out the competition.
Is it Mike Wazowski or Medusa? Which one is the better lover? Ooh, you know Mike Wazowski loves to cradle the balls. You know he's really good at that. You can see them very clearly, that's for sure. Abco, are you giving me the bell end? Is that what that is? The bell plus the eggplant is a bell end?
Answer by tapping on your device as fast as you can.
Oh shit! Oh shit! We got a tie! We got a tie, son! Yeah, you're right about that, Nami. She would tie you down with those fucking snakes. That is for sure.
Sizzle, sizzle, boom!
Yes, gamer, but it was purely consensual, I promise you.
One last switch.
And the
Coolest
final
monster
question,
to
coolest
turn into
monster
when
to
you
turn
get
into
wet. I
when
hope your
you
answer
get
still
wet.
makes sense. And
Oh,
now the
yeah,
definitive
baby.
matchup.
So what's it gonna be? We've only got 4 more monsters left in the match. Your mummy versus Medusa. Oh wait, never mind, this is the finals. What is it gonna be? Which one is the better one to turn into when you get wet, baby? Is it gonna be your mom or is it gonna be Medusa?
This one seems like it's over before it's done.
Personally, if I turn into your mom, it's harder to do your mom. So,
Winner.
Medusa's just fine with me. Sit around getting other people stoned all day. All right.
But did any of that
Congratulations
affect the final
to the winner of that
standings?
round. And let's see who was the final scores winner. Wow, I got 3rd place some fucking how. Colbo in 2nd and Harwood with the big old 1st place. Congratulations, Harwood. With Cousin It somehow. You got knocked out in the 1st round and still ended up coming out on top. That's... Let's go ahead and tweet out a couple of these because they were pretty great. I love these bracketeers. Like, I think that maybe my favorite part about bracketeering is just all of the arguing and anger that goes into the game like this. Okie dokie. Let us play one more round, and then I think we'll call it a night for the evening. Shall we? All right, our final room code for the night is IUSN. IUSN, ladies and gentlemen. Get that into jackbox.tv. And let's have ourselves a final game, shall we? That, of course, stands for International United States Nation. Yeah. It's the state of the future. Really. Everybody knows that globalism is going to be the way of the future. Thank fuck I chickened out because I read the material back a few months ago. Oh, are you heading out, Gamer64? Thank you so much for hanging out with us so long. And please, you're welcome back here anytime. All right, we have 8 out of 16 in here now. How many are we gonna get? That becomes the question of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. Because it looks like between both YouTube and Twitch, we should have enough to get a large group in here. We've got 9 players so far. Good job, I'm guessing, Lauren, for jumping in. And Lemmy. Bye, gamer. Thank you so much again for hanging out. Can we get 2 more? If we can get 2 more, then that evens out the brackets yet again. Which would sure be awesome. I would rather go in with either 8, 16, or 8, 12, or 16 into this game. If I can. I think I'm playing as Dealer Bot over there with his own built-in visor. Maybe not. Well, yeah, Colbo, but you tend to have people who have buy rounds, if that's the case, right? Like, it's just math. All right, there's 11. One more. One more. One more. I believe in you. Yay! Herp decided to join us. I'm so proud of you, Herp. You figured out how to use your phone. And there is big number 12. Awesome. That is officially enough to begin. Congratulations, everybody. You did it.
We've got big fun waiting to be unleashed.
And everyone knows how the hell to play this game, don't we? Especially after that last round. So let's jump right in.
I'm sending the topic of our first Bracketeer devices now. Best substitute for the name Dad. And whatever wins, everyone has to start calling their own dad that. Type in the best answer you can think of and hit send. If your answer wins the entire bracket, you'll be rolling in moolah. By the way,
I'm going to steer clear of the very obvious answer here.
And entering the room code.
And let's see if I can score some points that way. Because there is one answer. Only one. There are 12 players, only one answer to this question. And let's see how many times it gets repeated.
Time's running out.
Queen, to be fair, wasn't Mary the Queen of Scots?
Your answers are
And
being
so
paired
technically
off to
it is still a
one-on-one
version of the
matchups.
Queen's English,
That
just
means it's
not
time
the
to
one you're
introduce
used to.
ourselves to the prediction table. On your device, you'll see one of the upcoming matchups for this bracket. If you can predict the answer that will get the most votes, you'll earn some sweet, sweet moolah.
She was from Finland, but stupid
and
enough to
don't
say she was
forget,
from
if you
Scandinavia.
don't think your own answer has a chance of victory, you can still grab some cash by predicting the correct winner. Time's running out.
Nami says, I don't think anybody else got my answer, but I hope they get the reference. Well,
Time's
we'll
up
find
at
out,
the
won't we?
prediction table. Let's dive into our first bracket.
I'm curious how many daddies we'll have. That's what I want to know. Is it Loud Guy or Paul or Fatherlord or Dan?
But don't forget, if
Who
you
wants
change
to
your
be
mind,
your
you
daddy?
can change your vote.
Personally, I'm down for Fatherlord. Fatherlord's pretty good.
Get those last second votes in now.
I, for one, welcome our new Fatherlords.
Father knows best. A cash prize if you predicted this would happen. Next up. Oh, it doesn't get more contentious than this.
What about Poppy? Fori is a fat fucking cunt. I still want to know who Fori is. I'm gonna have to look that up. But I'll look like what I'll look like eventually, or a life giver. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dad Bod. Definitely gotta go with Dad Bod.
Only a few seconds left to vote. We've got a tie. Tap on your device as fast as you can to cheer for your answer. The tie has been broken.
Yeah,
I
the only
miss
thing I
the
can
tie
pull up is a
times.
guy who worked in Rambo 3. And I doubt that that's the person you're referring to.
Why don't we see what's going on the other side of the bracket?
Our next bracket, we have Pops, Pawpaw, Couch Occupier, and Hardwood.
Struggle is real.
Not Harwood, Hardwood.
This one's looking over. That was a slaughter. Some players just came up empty.
Fori Mandem. Okay.
It's time to round
I'm about to say, I'm
out
sitting here
with
putting
this
like
delicious
Scottish
matchup.
Fori comedy, all that shit, and I think it's pretty clear. I got nothing, so that says a lot about the person that I'm trying to siege.
An upset in
search.
the making.
Nope, I got Ford Mendham.
Get those last second vote. Total dad joke.
Ah,
Before
I
we get on
see.
to round two, it's time to make another prediction. Hey, you got a new matchup waiting for you on your device. Predict the one you think is gonna win.
Let's go for that one. Why not? Quiet, I would, but I feel like if he's such a huge star, I'll probably get content gated, and I don't want to do that.
Time's running out. Time to step away from the prediction table. Let's jump back to our bracket for round two.
We have here Fatherlord versus Fori the fat fucking cunt. And let's see what we can get.
A clear
Wow.
favorite.
Fatherlord is definitely going to take over the competition here. Like, as much as people hate Fori, people love their daddies more.
Just running out the clock now.
No.
Toss me another moon pie.
You know, I like some people who use the term yes, but only when it's used not unironically.
One more match to
Like,
determine
it
our
has to be
finals.
a reaction from you so honest that is the
contentious than
only
this.
expression by which you can claim the joy and rapture you feel inside of you. That is the only way that I will allow that
really
expression
going
to
back
be
and
presented in
forth.
front of me. Anything other than that? Not so much.
The clock is running out on voting time. The human heart is a
Oh, I'm
fickle
sorry, Dan.
beast.
Is my sultry tones not enough for you anymore? My dulcet vocal stratings are just not doing it
This
for
final
you?
matchup
You
will
gotta put on
determine
headphones and
what is the
music
new
instead?
name we're all going to be using
You
from now on
rapscallion.
Whenever we talk to our dads.
We have here the final round. Is it going to be Fatherlord or the Couch Occupier? One is generally a little bit more positive connotation than the other. So let's see how many have absentee pet dads.
We have our first winner.
Wow. Good job, Harwood. Winning the first round. Again.
Let's see those.
Son of a whore! Why? Why do you keep winning, Harwood? Stop it! With 2,000 points, too. Like, that's not a small lead he's got there.
It's time for the blind bracket. All you'll be given is the category.
Round 2. Stop.
Name an activity people probably did a lot in the olden times. Go ahead and write.
Gee,
the first
Herp,
thing
I
that
can't
comes
think
to
of
mind.
anyone
We'll
who
see
could
the real
possibly
bracket
have
title
that
after you
delusion
answer.
about themselves. That is so unfathomable to me. Okay, so we got Colbo, we got
Time's
Harwood, we got
running out.
IM, and we got Rick. Still waiting on those answers. I believe in you. I know you'll give us some gold in here because we have an activita people probably did a lot in the olden
Let's
times.
see what this bracket is really about.
How many
The activity
masturbations are we
most
going to
likely
receive?
make a huge hipster comeback. Let's get artisanal. Time to get in those predictions.
The activity most likely to make a huge hipster comeback. Make your predictions now. Mine has suddenly become very appropriate.
Time's running out. That's time on the prediction table. Let's see our first matchup.
I know what you mean, Nami. Sometimes the questions that things turn into can really make or break your answer. So you kind of have to play both sides of the fence. You're not sure whether the answer that you give is going to be put in a positive or negative connotation. You don't know whether it's going to be in reference to something specifically that happened recently or if it's just going to be a vague feeling.
Looks like we're heading to overtime on this one. Show your
Anal
support for your
probing
answer by
or
tapping
complaining
your
about the
device as fast as
kids.
you can.
Which one is going to be the biggest hipster comeback? It's anal probing. Hell yes.
Oh, how I hate ambiguity.
Is that cereal cafe in London still open? Speaking of hipsters. Cereal cafe? Like a place you went in, plop down a $5 and got a bowl of cereal. Really? Huh. I guess I could see that being a thing. Your overhead would be pretty low.
If those
You know,
last
unless you're
second votes in
Liam
now,
Neeson, I don't see people doing a lot of fighting wolves these days. Then again, I didn't really see Liam Neeson doing a whole lot of fighting wolves in that goddamn movie either. I almost walked out of that movie, The Gray, because at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, Liam Neeson doesn't actually fight any fucking wolves, despite that being in the trailer.
Grandma likes.
I would have walked out if that hadn't been literally the last frame of the movie, so it was already over. And if I had just walked out at that point, it would have been like I was leaving, like I was just leaving the regular theater.
Let's see what tensions are mounting over in the Eastern Conference.
Yes, Nocturnal. Let's see. Fearing the sun, taking the train, mining coal, playing with rocks. I feel like taking the train is going to be very gauche again, or very hip again soon. Considering that, you know,
The clock is running out.
we're all going to
Unvoting
be
time.
off fossil fuels but have not built solar energy yet.
Boom goes the
Fearing the
something
sun.
or other. I can't remember how the expression
Damn
goes.
you, big devil light bulb.
No one could have predicted this one. It's time to round out the bracket with this vicious matchup.
Is it going to be boning? ring a bell, being a fat fucking slob, golf, or dipping candles. Honestly, I prefer boning. But that's just me. I do really love myself a good bone down.
Only a few seconds left to vote.
I understand what you mean, Nocturnal. A lot of people refer to that kind of comedy as somebody who is a comedian's comedian. You know, people like Bob Saget or Don Rickles or Norm Macdonald. People who have this certain style that may not be the most mainstream out there, but for people who listen to
Before we get on to round 2, it's time
hundreds
to
of
make
hours of
another
comedy a
prediction.
day, that kind of purposeful throwing off of everything you've ever expected, to me at least, tends to be, not necessarily serving the purpose of just making the audience laugh, but it tends to be more for the artists, or singular, the artist performing the show. So like, I understand exactly what you mean, Nocturnal. I really do.
Time's running out.
But by that same but by that same token, you know, you can say that about a lot of those niche comedians like
Let's
that.
jump back to our bracket for round 2.
Is it anal probing or going to Slamtown, baby? Which one's gonna make the most hipster comeback? I still gotta go with anal probing.
I am on the edge of my seat. The clock is running out. I'm voting time. What an upset.
I'm assuming that the comeback Dan's talking about is the one on shagging kids, in which case they really should clean up after themselves better. They're leaving comebacks everywhere.
We're just one match away from our finals.
What do we have here? Our final matchup, Fearing the Sun, or ring a bell, be a fat fucking slob. Remember to ring the bell to let your notifications go off. I'm gonna go with Fearing the Sun. Fearing the Sun. A lot of Fearing the Sun.
Get those last second votes in now. We've got overtime. Tap on your device as fast as
You know
can
who
to
I
choose your
actually
answer.
found that I really enjoyed recently? Fuck, what was his name? And this is going to sound really bad because, of course, it's an American in Britain that I found that I really liked, but
Tie has been broken.
it's more recent
Finally, we can go on with
for
our
me, a
lives.
comedy person. Had an initial in his name, Reginald D.
And now
something.
we finally decide
Williams?
what is the most likely to make a hipster comeback. An upset in the making.
Hunter. Reginald D. Hunter. That's his name. Thank you, Nami.
This one
I
seems
appreciate
like
it.
It's over before it's done.
And unfortunately, that means that Fearing the Sun goes up against Anal Probing. And that didn't go very well, did it? Because people
Let's
love
go back
anal.
to that scoreboard.
What can I say? People love anal. That's a sentence for you. And that completes the single blind round, which means we're up to our final categories in the triple blind.
It's all been leading up to this. Time for the triple blind bracket. This bracket will change every single
Yeah,
round.
I can see that,
Here's
Jamis.
your
It's okay.
starting
We have the same
category.
relationship. Hence why we have Piers Morgan
Give a good piece of
and
advice.
James Corden.
Who
And
knows what crazy twists and turns this bracket will take?
thank you, Herb. I appreciate that. Greg Proops, also a great comedian, but I feel like Greg Proops has enough of a following just from Who's Line here in the States too, that I feel like, you know, that could go either way. Craig Ferguson, absolutely brilliant comedian, who is Oh, god damn it. I can't believe his name is blanking me.
Let's
He
see
was
what we're
in
dealing
Boondock
with.
Saints as the
Most
dad.
effective
But
political
like,
slogan.
everything
Time to
he
get
does
in
is
those predictions.
completely antithetical to that role.
All cash
Fuck
double
me.
this round, so make
One of
these
the
choices
best
count.
Scottish comedians I've ever fucking seen in my life. Short of Dylan Moran. Dylan Moran's another great one. Why is that name not coming to my head? Am I actually gonna have to look that shit up? And then there's also Ann Perkins?
Time's running out.
Sue Perkins? Sue Perkins.
Time to step away from the prediction table. It's go time.
That I love so much. Absolutely adore Sue Perkins. And Billy motherfucking Connolly. Thank you, Jamis. God, thank you so much. You just saved my life there. That was going to bother me so
It's
bad.
really going
All I
back
could
and
see was
forth.
the Colonel from KFC. Because he got that little fucking tuft right here, and when he puts on his
Only a few
glasses,
seconds
I don't
left
know.
to
Like, that's all I could think of. But it's Billy Connolly.
Somebody just got their milkshake drunk.
So what is the most effective political slogan
Our
that we've
next
got here?
matchup.
Don't eat Mexican, then stand next to a candle. Won the first round. Lose some weight, you fat Edinburgh cunt. Or never start a comedy routine by saying, yeah. Both of these are very valuable pieces of
The
advice.
votes are not coming in fast. The clock is running out on voting time.
I feel like calling somebody
Well,
a
that's
fat
really
Edinburgh
empty void
cunt
of your existence for a while.
is just beautiful enough in the mouth to really roll those words around. Like, that's my favorite part about the Scottish brogue is
Let's see
the
what's
way
happening over on
words
the other
just
side of the
bounce
bracket.
around in your mouth like nuts and bolts inside of a fucking concrete mixer.
This one's looking over already.
Most effective political slogan: subscribe to twitch.tv/timleftwich. Why, thank you. Or wipe your ass after you poo. Very effective.
This
Commonly
one's looking
overlooked
over.
advice, I gotta admit. It looks like we're gonna ride this subscribe train all the way to the
Quackity
top.
duck,
Love
duck,
it.
Quack.
I'm okay with that. Please and thank you. I'm in the process of making a D&D show, and it would be really helpful to have that money right now. Fucking, it's expensive
And
building a
now,
table
our last two
and a set
contenders
and
face
curtains
off.
and cameras and equipment. But I think I might have
Out of the
designed
gate
all of
with
my
a
stuff
big
as cheap as
lead.
possible. Never say no unless it's regular. Don't fuck someone you don't know
No one thought it
well.
would be this
I feel like we
close.
just did this with the don't stick your dick in crazy. So like, I'm gonna go with the other one for now.
Just running out the clock now.
Never say no unless you've already have a safe word.
They're on fire.
You know what I think is the best non-Scottish accent?
changing
It's
that bracket
the
title
Scotsman
again.
from Samurai Jack. Anytime I
hope to put
think
on an
Scottish
inspirational
accent,
cat poster.
all I can hear
Get those
is John
predictions in
DiMaggio
now.
doing that fucking thick, like so thick you could cut it with a fucking steak knife. Brogue that just spit pouring out of every tooth gap and I mean, one of my favorite representations and probably completely way off. But I don't care. It was great. And I've gotta vote for
Time's
my own
running
plug,
out.
right? Except it wasn't my plug.
Oh, prediction table time is up. Let's jump back to our bracket for round 2.
Oh yeah. Yes, you're absolutely right, Harwood. Alexander Anderson in Abridged. I almost said Castlevania Abridged, but that's not it. Helsing Abridged. Oh boy. It's been a long night.
How's everything tasting?
Yes,
Oh,
the little
delicious.
terrier dog from Lady and the Tramp, but I don't know whether that actor actually was a Scottish person. So like, I don't know.
Our winner moves on to the final.
I do
but
too,
let's find
Dan.
out what they'll
That
face
most
off
recent
against.
episode was fucking brilliant.
Only one can come out on
Absolutely
top.
fucking brilliant. Now, as far as my favorite Scottish person to listen to who actually is Scottish, it's got to be a tie between, obviously David Tennant, just in life, and also,
It's flea and tick season.
fuck, the Peter Capaldi in The Thick of It, way back when. Just, I mean,
One
absolutely
more change.
butter going over your
The
ears.
perfect
It's
inscription on a
wonderful.
tombstone.
I could listen to him
I hope your
slag
answers
off
still
the
make
entire
sense.
telephone book
And now the final
and
face-off.
be the happiest person dead. The perfect inscription on your tombstone, ladies and gentlemen. What is it gonna be? Subscribe, of course. Now here's the thing: lose some weight, you fat Edinburgh cunt, as if they had trouble getting you into the ground. Once you're there, though, subscribe to twitch.tv/TimLeftwich.
Only a few seconds left to vote.
Why? Why doesn't David Tennant count? Why doesn't David Tennant count? Give me one reason why David Tennant doesn't count. Give me one reason. Give me one reason to stay here and tell me why David Tennant doesn't count. Because that's some bullshit.
Let's see who won it all.
Pompidou got made because sometimes people need a paycheck. How do you think Toast to London got made? No, I'm kidding. I actually kind of enjoy that show. But I wish that they would give a better vehicle to that main actor. I forget exactly what his name is. It's something on the forefront of my brain. But I feel like we could sit here and talk about comedy shows forever. And so I Matt Lucas. Thank you. Thank you. And I actually first saw Matt Lucas on, I think it was Community? I'm pretty sure it was an episode of Community where he played some sort of con artist and was super funny. Wait, no, Matt Lucas is the bald guy from, yep, Nardole on Doctor Who, yes, Matt Berry, no wonder, yeah, the names are so close, was Toast to London, and he was also the dimension-traveling dolphin from the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, like the last SpongeBob SquarePants movie, and yeah, I kind of really enjoy his comedy. Assuming that is his show. I mean, Netflix kind of tends to give people free reign these days, so. But anyway, well, ladies and gentlemen, that unfortunately brings us to the end of another evening. I really got to thank you all so much for hanging out. You guys are amazing. What a great evening for us to hang out. And we had huge turnouts throughout each of the games, had a great time playing together, and I actually got to have a pretty good chat too. So, yeah. Good night had by all. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the show, come on over to twitch.tv, subscribe over there, make sure you don't miss the live show, or subscribe over at youtube.com/TimLeftwich. Catch all the VODs and all the shows that get uploaded there. You've got many places to catch some entertainment, but if you want to catch us live, it's only right the devil here. Same Tim time, same Tim channel on Thursday, when we'll be playing more Iconoclasts. Yeah, buddy. It's gonna be fun. The adventures of Robin shall continue. And I still need to figure out when we're gonna play more Subnautica, because I still really want to do that. We left off at a great spot, and I kind of dug around a little bit more, got everything like I wanted in my base, and I really want you guys to see my base. It's so super cool, you guys. It's like so super cool. And so I think we're gonna do that again sometime real soon. Anyway, I'll see you right back here on Thursday, everybody. In the meantime, as always, we'll see you next time. Bye.